Hey, everybody, welcome to today's training. Today, we're going to be talking about putting SendWire on steroids and some more advanced linking strategies. So if you guys are ready to crank up your Google rankings, just give me a one in the chat. I want to see you guys all pour in here. We're up over 700 attendees on today's call, and I want you guys paying attention, right? Let's go, let's go. All right, cool. You guys are like freezing up GoToWebinar. So today specifically, what we're going to be talking about is how to use SendWire to build a social PBN for essentially free. Okay, besides getting the account set up, it's essentially free. Some advanced linking strategies to take your guys' rankings to the next level. We're going to be going through a case study that generated $1,368 in 5 minutes. Guys, this is no joke. This is an awesome little case study, and hopefully it should give you guys some good motivation. We're going to be talking and showing you guys some real live examples about how to rank without content. This one's pretty funny. We're also going to be diving back and taking a look back into the SendWire story, where it came from and how it actually came to be, which most of you guys probably don't know a whole lot about. And then we're going to be talking about a new whiz-bang SendWire tool. Sound good? All right, cool. So before we dive in, let's catch up a little bit, right? It's been a while since we've all been on a training together. So let's start with a question. Why do you guys think that we've been teaching you to syndicate links from SendWire directly to your Hangout or YouTube video primarily, right? Why is that the direct strategy that we've been teaching you guys for so long? Okay, again, so why do you think we've been teaching you to link directly from SendWire to your Hangout or YouTube videos? Ranks better, get results because it sticks, easy ranks, quick rankings, exactly. You guys got it, okay? Because it works, right? And it's super, super easy for users to follow, right? You're essentially getting links from your authority sites directly to YouTube. Okay. And because every day new customers are coming on board, they're able to get first page rankings because we're not inundating everybody with advanced tactics. All right. Today, though, we are going to be talking about some more advanced tactics. But I wanted to show you kind of what's been going on our end, right? On my team's end, and how we're able to keep up with you guys because you guys are all crushing it. Okay. Check this out. In the last 4 months, you guys have done 24,737,555 posts. 23,737,555 posts. Okay, and that doesn't even include this month, right? If you look at the trend, right? 1.5 million, 4.6 million, 8.4 million, 10.1 million, right? You guys are just gaining some serious steam. Okay, and guys, I got to be frank with you. Those 24,737,000 posts cost a boatload of money. Okay, and today I'm going to share with you guys a strategy that's going to cost us a whole lot more money because it's going to effectively make all of our usage go through the roof. But guys, honestly, I don't really give a shit. I want you to be able to multiply your efforts, right? So real quick, I want to show you a new updated feature that you guys are going to see in the next week or so. Don't quote me on a date, but we've been feverishly trying to get this in your guys' hands. One of the biggest feature requests that we've got that's been happening since the inception of SendWire is a more advanced RSS feature. So I want to show you guys real quick how this works, all right? So essentially, this is a 3-step process. All right. So step one, you add your feed URL. And you can see here, I put my feed for my joetroyer.com blog. So it's joetroyer.com/feed. And this is going to validate it for you and make sure that it's a real feed URL. I've had lots of problems with users that have put in an incorrect URL, right? The feed URL doesn't actually work, and then we can't post, right? So I wanted to make sure that that got fixed. And then this next screen, this configure screen, is what everybody has been asking for. Okay, and this is the post screen or the configure screen. Okay, so we can post to random networks or all networks. Okay, we can set a posting frequency as well. How often do you want SendWire to look at that feed and see if there's new data there, right? Or look at it in order to post. So we can run it hourly, daily, or weekly, okay? And we can even check the box here to look at previous content submissions and submit those as well. Okay. And we can say, hey, we want to put those out, for 4 days in the past so that you guys can build out your guys' content syndication network and you guys can get some good content on there, right? 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 posts on each site before you guys start regularly posting through SendWire. Is that cool or what? Can I get a 1 in the chat if this is awesome? Yes, it will work with Yahoo Pipes, Michael. You just need to make sure that the RSS feed URL is valid, all right? So this is going to help you guys finally be able to really, really control your guys' RSS feeds, all right? And you guys can set up as many of these as you want so you guys can get really, really creative in terms of what is actually being posted on your guys' site and how much, all right? So don't worry, when we roll this out, I'll do a nice little tutorial for you guys, showing you guys some options and how you guys can customize this and how we're actually using this as well. But I just wanted to be able to show you guys exactly what's going on our end. And then, step 3, the last step, is just selecting your account. So you're going to be able to select a specific campaign. You're going to be able to search in there for a specific account name or network, and then select all or none. So this is going to give you a ton of more options in here. And again, we'll make sure and do a training on this for you guys. So with all the postings that we've been doing, right, 24 million plus, right, just in the last 4 months, I could spend 45 minutes plus just going over customer results. Okay, but we won't do that. All right, today is all about the next level. Okay, so today, specifically, again, we're going to be talking about what we call the steroid method. And I want to really, really quickly walk you guys through the steroid method, all right? Let me grab some water here. So essentially with the steroid method, guys, what we are doing is we are building out a multi-tiered content network, right? So we have our money site. We have underneath that then our tier 1 sites. Okay, so for our tier 1, we're using WordPress, Tumblr, and Blogger. And guys, this has been tested backwards and forwards, and this is what's working out the best for us. Okay, so our tier 1 links directly to our money sites. And then each of our tier 1s, we're syndicating through SendWire with the social update, right? The bookmarking sites and the blog posts. Okay, so we're building every single time we do those submissions to our tier 1, we're building 32 or 31 or 32 links directly to our tier 1. Does this make sense to everybody? Michael says he's peeing his pants. This is awesome. You guys get this, right? Okay, so a lot of you guys have been doing this process, okay, but it's been a huge, huge pain in the butt, okay? So today, we're going to be talking about how you guys are going to be able to automate this with this nifty little tool. And we're going to be giving you guys a bunch of education as well and talking about how SendWire really came to be and going through this method in even more depth. Does that sound good to everybody? Can I get a +1? Come on. Let's go, guys. All right, let's do this. Without further ado, I'm going to bring on my special guest today, Ryan McKinney. If you guys would give Ryan McKinney a big welcome in the chat, that would be fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Ryan, you there?
Wow, yeah, here we go. I was talking to a muted microphone. So, first of all, Joe packed the house today. A lot of people say, "Oh, we're going to be full in a webinar. Like, get here and get your seat." Like, literally, I'm looking at the attendance. Joe has almost filled this thing up. So the chat box is on fire. I'm really excited about this today, and I saw a lot of people say, "Yes, this is exactly what I needed." That screenshot that Joe just showed you. And I'm going to dive really deep into depth with that. But first, everybody saying what's up, people saying what's up, Ryan Mac, hey, Sean, Miguel, Carlos, Guy, Andrew, Tim, Ron, Lori, everybody in here, okay, that is saying welcome to me. Guys, we're about to get it, okay? So this screenshot right here that Joe is showing you, Okay, keep this in mind. Everybody on the call right now, if you grab screenshots or whatever it is, grab a screenshot of this screen really quick, put it to the side because I'm going to go in depth. I'm going to talk a lot of content about this, but I need you to keep this screenshot in mind that Joe has made for you guys because I'm going to talk about these tier ones websites, how they work, and how we integrate with SendWire, and we're getting tremendous results for ourselves and our clients. And we're just been killing it since 2013 now, right, Joe? The same exact sort of method. We're gonna
same exact strategy, yeah, just without
same exact strategy. So
Yeah,
that's one of Carol Ryan Thompson, definitely. Okay, so if you want to, everybody get a screenshot. Say I got my screenshot because it's gone. Let me show my screen here, and let's see. SendWire, so on air showing screen. You guys should say perfect. Got it, got it, got it. Keep that in mind. Now let me get some set up here because it's a little different when I set this up. I need presenter to get set up the right way. So I got to swap this one over and then put the move the chat box down over here. Move this over there and this chat box over so I could see you guys talking. Perfect. Okay, I got the chat box open, guys, and just as I said, there's literally almost 1,000 people on this call. Right now, there's 956. I'm looking right at it. So I can only see about 10 of the most recent comments. So I have somebody in the chat box. We're trying to capture all of these, but just put yourself in my shoes. I have a lot of content to get through, a lot of story to tell you, a lot of stuff that I'm doing for the first time. This is a very tailored presentation to Joe's audience because of Joe and I's relationship and what we've worked on the last year and a half, almost 2 years at this point together. So if everybody's ready, my name is Ryan McKinney. Everybody just calls me Ryan Mac. I represent Strategically Spilled Milk. That is my company. Do we all see that? SendWire on steroids, my name and my company's name on the screen. Yes, 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 yes. Obviously, you hear me if you're answering yes. So let's get into it, guys. And here's a warning. I have some stuff that I need to get off my chest, and we're going to clear the air. So this presentation is going to take a little bit longer than normal to get to the awesome free content I have lined up for you. And if that's cool, I'd like you to know, I'd like to know how many of you on this call know the story, quote unquote, of how SendWire came to be. And that's a question. It's almost rhetorical, right? Let me know. Yes or no? If you think you know the story, then tell me. Oh, no, no, yes, no, no, right? People are just saying yes because like saying yes. A lot of no's. A lot of no's, right? So in the middle of 2013, I was running a lot of syndicated links to my digital assets, Web 2.0, such as bloggers, blog spots, the same thing, owned by Google, Tumblrs, and WordPress sites, and these special YouTube videos that many of you already know about, these Hangouts, okay? And as well as embedding content in a very particular way inside of my Web 2s, and we were seeing tremendous results like this, like complete first page domination for big money keywords. Now, I've since left that other company of that screenshot I just showed you to start a new one, but that's not the point. OnlyWire was the name of the company I used to syndicate before I moved to the next screen. Who knows what OnlyWire is or was? Or
Everybody on this call better raise their hand.
Yeah. Like, let me see if we find one. One no. Let's see if we find one no, right? Yes, look at it. The chat box is now broken, right? So during this time, my only true overhead to get the sort of results I just showed you was thousands, literally thousands of dollars a month I was spending on this syndication. So I call up a buddy of mine and I show him the results I was getting and my customers too, and I was complaining about the costs. I was like, dude, I'm spending like thousands a month in the syndication stuff. He's like, dude, I have an OnlyWire replacement. I just haven't finished building it yet. I really hadn't had a reason to. And I'm like, let's plug it into what I'm doing. Let's replace OnlyWire's crazy high costs. Who can guess who I called? Who was that conversation with, guys, in 2013? Who can guess? Right? JT, Joe Troyer, all the way. That's right. Guys, Mr. Joe Troyer. And then SendWire was sort of officially born. Now, they were geared up to roll out via my software and my technique. We hit a huge roadblock, okay, since both scrambling, and it involved lawyers. I'm not going to go too much into it, but it wasn't between Joe and I. There's no roadblock between him and I. It was myself and another business, and it pushed back nearly 1 year to the date for this rollout structure. And Joe's done a fine job of actually continuing to get SendWire out to customers and like everybody on this call, or the majority of you on this call, when initially you guys were supposed to come in through this technique we're going to share with you today. Okay, so luckily all that's over. Okay, and today we're going to be able to show you these advanced linking techniques and ways to dominate the search engines while we sort of quote unquote trick you. Oh, hold on, do not show again. We've maxed out, guys. There you go, Joe. Let me don't show again. Okay, perfect. We have maxed out the webinar at 1,000 people.
So guys, in the chat, there is a link. If you look at that link, it's to an image on Evernote. We have maxed out the webinar. Do yourself a favor and don't get off. This isn't some scarcity. We literally are maxed out. If you try to get off, or if you do get off and try to log back on, you're not going to be able to get in. All right? Hold your seat, okay? Anyway,
Yep.
Rymac, keep going, buddy.
Yeah, no, for sure. I appreciate it. So a lot of people are saying, what's a PBN? It's exactly why. Forget the word PBN, okay? Forget the word PBN. It stands for Private Blog Network. Forget that word, okay? I'm going to trick you into building one of these, and you're not going to realize you're doing it, okay? And Cindwire is going to do all of the boosting. I'm going to show you the tedious, the long, the hard way. It's free, and it works, and that's what's important. Some of you may already have the first version of the software. I'm going to show at the end, okay, as well as open a few spots. And if you're already a customer, we will take care of you. Okay, but do stick around for the free training because a lot of good stuff is going to slip, and a special bonus that Joe has for his crew. That's the 1,000 people that are on this call right now that you do not get from simply already having being a customer of mine. Okay, so we're also unveiling, giving away, giving you the first shot at a new automated social views type system never shown before today. So this is sort of what we're going to talk about today. So pay attention, open it. If you're not paying attention right now, look at this real quick. Okay, in the middle, or the bottom here, we have Cindwire. We get these 31 social signals. It goes up to these middle posts here, which we're going to show you these Tumblrs, these bloggers, and these WordPress sites. I'm going to show you how to set this all up in the middle, and you're pointing links to your money site. Okay, and that's what's getting your rankings. Guys, your money site can be your YouTube video. It can be your HOA. It could be a client site. It could be a page on your own site. Your money site is the first page you want to get traffic. Okay, that's your money site. Now, I'm also going to show you the importance of linking out to authority sites from these pages and why you should do that, because it looks natural, Google trusts it. It doesn't look like you're trying to gain stuff. I'm going to show you how to do that. Yeah.
Real quick, what's an HOA?
Oh, an HOA is a hangout on air. I'm sorry, guys. An HOA, hangout on air. Everybody knows what a hangout on air is? If you don't, we're going to go over it in just a second. I'm sorry. Yeah, PowerPoint, you got to fit in acronyms to make it readable. Right? Got to do that. Okay, and then I'm going to show you the little black circle up there is real views, and that puts these hangout on airs over the top. It's like crack to these, and it pushes. Somebody said, hey, I got a video stuck at number between 17 and 34. How do I get it to the first page? Well, one way is by real views. Okay, and that's consider it like when you search for something, you go to a website, and then you read a website and you stay on it for a while. Google sees, okay, this website's relevant because the person stayed on this site for an extraordinary amount of time versus all the other sites. It must be the most relevant to that keyword. So that's one way to push these over. I'm going to talk about how to get real views. And this, guys, is a very, very basic setup. And what we're going to cover today, it is advanced, but I call it basic because we can actually get more advanced with this, and I do so in some other training, but that's not important right now. So are you guys ready to get into it? Give me a hell yeah inside the chat box because ones are boring. Sorry, Joe, but they are. We're going to get a hell yeah. Or yes for if you don't want to say hell. Or heck if you don't say yes, right? We're getting a lot of them. Thanks, Alan, Bob, Jack, Jim, John. There's literally 1,000 people on. Perfect. So, first, guys, this stuff will last from the time I innovated it until the end of Google, and I just want to show you what I mean. So this is when I started doing it back in 2013 when the technique arrived, when I had the conversation with Joe Troyer and Cindwire was formed. I hadn't even tried to maintain these. These are an old company I was in 2013, but I'm still, years later, I have 3 spots on the first page for SEO Expert Washington, D.C., and I don't care about the company or monetizing any of that. Okay, so it's not short term. Now, I'm going to show you how to get these results on a shoestring budget, a lot of your Cindwire customers, and then how we can scale them out. First, who knows what a Google Hangout is? 2 for no, 1 for yes, right? I think a lot of people should. I see just a couple of 2s. Shame on you. We're about to show you. Not shame on you, but let's get you educated real quick. So let me pull one of these over, my actual I got a window for you guys. I want to show this. Okay, now this is inside of a live Hangout on Air. I'm going to show you how to get inside of this. You don't know. Real quick, I'm going to turn off my camera. You're going to see me. It's going to take a lot of bandwidth. So I'm live on the internet right now. Let me turn the camera off. Save bandwidth. So this is inside of a live Hangout on Air. If I click this blue box over here, it's an extension. It opens up this chat. I could talk to somebody, excuse me, in the chat box, okay, on the right. Down here's the important part, where it says links, guys, in the bottom right. If I click this iframe, this video embed link, this is the key to a lot of success right here. So remember where this is, okay, guys? So this is inside of Hangout on Air, and I just want you guys to note, I have not started this broadcast. I am off air. Nothing's happened. I'm just in this window preparing to broadcast. Nothing's happened yet. Okay, so let's drag this off and let's get back into the presentation. Okay. Now we got to do this one again. 1 second, swap presenter, and then I need the questions box up. Go back to it. Sorry guys, I'd like to have the questions up so I can see them coming in. And perfect. Swap presenter. Here we go. Okay, so I showed you guys that's inside of a Hangout. Okay, now let's see. Note to self, show them a Hangout, nailed it. Let me properly introduce myself. My name is Ryan McKinney, guys. If you don't know me, here's a visual representation of me. Okay, so real quick, if you look at the top, middle to around the left, that's me speaking in public, interacting with customers, having a good time at conferences. I was just in Orlando with Joe. Top right, that's me and my 4 sons, 11, 8, 5, and 2. I'm batting 1,000. All I make is boys. You're welcome, America. On the bottom middle sort of like represents, you know, me having fun. Bottom middle is me with a friend, Greg Davis. He does crazy. He's an 8-figure CPA marketer. We're hanging out in Mardi Gras, having fun down there. Bottom left, that's me and Coolio, knocking back a Budweiser, having a good time. I do consult for some people in the hip-hop industry. And then I know it's reached the maximum. Don't show again. Okay. And whoops. Oh, close. All right, let's go back to this. We're done. Right smack in the middle is a picture of me in boot camp. Middle right is a picture of me, Tanner, Larson, Lo Silva, in our high-end mastermind called Black Label. Some other good guys in there you may or may not recognize. And the bottom right is just me putting rounds down range because I was in the Marine Corps and I still like shooting weapons. So you can just call me Rymac to make it easier, and it helps continue my brand. So another heads up real quick. I've been known to use foul language. So if that offends you, now's the time to leave. I don't mean to offend you at all, but I get excited about the stuff. I get excited about customer results, and I curse. Now, you won't need the whiz bang. I'm going to demo and offer you at the end of this training. You will just need it to expedite your results and ultimately your success because I'm going to show you step by step everything you need to know to get going. That's my promise to you. Okay, if you give me about 60 more minutes of your undivided attention. Now, guys, Joe talked and updated you a little about Sendwire. I wanted to make sure everybody who did not know me knows me, okay? So from this point on, we're a little bit further into how long this training happens. It's a very unique case here. About 60 minutes from now, I'm going to promise you, you let your guard down and get ready to learn from me. You're not going to need what's at the end. You're going to want it, just not going to need it, okay, guys? Now, real quick, this is the guy in the chat box with me. His name is Uzman. We call him Uz. That is him in a monkey suit. That is him in a monkey suit. I caught him, and I got the picture. He will never live it down. So the people I brought from my company to represent me, that's who you're talking to, okay? He's going to be keeping an eye on the chat box for questions, which is on fire. There's 1,000 of you here, okay? I just want you to know who you're chatting with. And in all seriousness, if you pay close attention to this presentation, you're going to walk away much smarter from which you came. I can also tell who's paying attention and who is not with this webinar platform. And if we notice you not paying attention, and then you're the one asking us questions, you're going to be ignored right back. Give us the respect of watching the presentation, and then when you ask your question, we will make sure to answer it for you. I got nowhere to be. I work for myself from home. So this is a highly interactive call, guys. The more you interact with me, the more I get pumped, the more I let slip. Okay, guys, so please keep your chat box open. I have a lot of things I need your help with. Drink anyone. And I put this slide in here just as a reminder. Now's the time. If for some reason the kids are home or your office door is open, you don't have your favorite beverage, you haven't got a beer or a Mountain Dew yet, whatever it is, now's the time because I I like to have a beer during my webinars here, my training. So I'm going to get mine open. We're going Rolling Rock today for anybody who cares. For anybody who cares, we're going Rolling Rock today. It was on sale, so I went for it. It's been a while, okay? H2O is fine, right? Does everybody got their favorite beverage, whether it's water or beer? There's water or beer, okay? Right? Nice and green. Here's the U33, perfect. Yep. Show us Rolling Rock. I can't show you the Rolling Rock. Well, I can show you the Hangout a little bit later. The empty bottles, right? Okay, so guys, first I started in online marketing 2006, guys. I was flat broke, as I showed you. I was in a Marine with 3 mouths to feed. 9 years ago to the day, this was me. If you know me now, I have a beard and I have about 15 more pounds on me. I look a little bit different, but this was April 9 years ago, almost to the day. And guys, like a lot of many, I took to the internet hopes of ways to make some extra cash. And a lot of you are going to call it the same thing. That's why we're here. I get that. 2010 comes along. I'm fresh out of the Marines. I had this awesome corporate job, right? Okay. I thought I had arrived, guys. I was now in the nation's capital. I had a fat salary of $85,000 a year, which equaled more than the 4 years I was in the Marine Corps, plus benefits. Guys, I was on top of the world. I thought, hey, it's time to climb the corporate ladder. After all, and back me up on this call, guys, in the chat box, this is the American dream, right? You go to school or get a trade, get a job, you work it for 2 to 3 decades, and then what? You hope you can retire, right? Is this not the American dream? Right? Then this is what shoved down our face and since we're in elementary school, right? It's BS. Okay. Now, something awesome happened that eventually led me to going back and scratching this thing about being an entrepreneur, being my own boss. In the chat box, who can guess what happened? And by the way, when I ask questions, not only do I need you to interact because I like interacting with you, but it gives me a reason to take a sip of my beer. So who can guess what happened? Laid off, fired. Some people have been on this call, they know the answer. A lot of people are saying I got fired. No, guys, I got promoted. I got promoted to a job at the top of my new career field at the ripe age of 25 with no degree, and my job required 15 years experience and a bachelor's degree minimum. I had no clue that this would lead to my ultimate quitting of that job. And let me explain. In under 2 years, I had pinnacled in a career, and when I looked at the mirror and said, can I really sit here and not go any higher for 20 years? Is this really it? I mean, guys, it's like chasing the hottest girl in your class, getting to her, and then going, she wasn't all she was cut out to be, and she's kind of a mean person. I mean, is this what I chased this entire time? And that's what it was like for me getting to the top of the corporate ladder so fast. The answer is no. I really can't sit here for 20 years. My income is capped. So in 2011, I took back to the internet to make this thing work, and here's my first self-earned paycheck, guys. I think this is an important one for everybody. Type 1 if you made your first dollar online. I want to see how many people on this call has at least made their first dollar online and how awesome that feels, right? A lot of ones, especially following Joe Troyer and his crew. You definitely should be making some dollar bills because they put out some really good stuff. And I know we've been friends for years, right? A lot of ones. Perfect. So don't worry, guys. I'm not here to shove how much money I make down your throat with stupid screenshots that make you feel inferior. I'm here to show you how to make some money and highlight other people's successes that attended the same exact training call you're on right now. Now, I do think your first taste of success is important, but more importantly, I started teaching and helping people just like you in this room. There's 1,000 people. I think a measure of a man in this market is the difference you make in people's lives. Okay? Many people can make money on the internet, but not everyone can teach. And here's a recent conversation I had with somebody who basically went on, if you read the very first sentence, I did 52 grand in the last 30 days, and I've already done another 8 grand in the last 5 days. So this guy made 60 grand in 35 days and was scared he wasn't going to get his money from PayPal. I'm like, nice, just request a check. He goes on to say, I had $1,500 in my bank before I bought your course. Now I have 65 grand. This is why I'm here, guys. This is why Joe Troyer's here. We don't need to be here teaching people, but we are able to teach people. They receive it, our stuff works, and they make money, and we get to talk to people like this all the time, and it's really an awesome feeling for us. This is why I'm here today. For years now, I've been helping people just like you go from 0 to a lot, or something to more, or a lot to a lot more, and today I want to help you get more traffic, clear up some myths that SEO is hard, okay? And let me remind you just how powerful these things, these Hangouts on Air are when they're Hangouts on Air, HOAs from here on out, are when we use a certain way. So here's a screenshot. Real quick, this was a HOA that I pulled up a while ago. So if you're looking at the screen, it says start broadcast. I had not started the broadcast. Okay, it's still off air, and I was already ranking to the first page. So essentially, nothing has happened yet. Okay, guys, so when's the last time that nothing has happened? So let me back up. Who knows how to do a WordPress page? You go, create a WordPress blog post, right? You go to WordPress, you do make a page, write some content, say, you know what, save the draft. I do not want to publish this to the internet yet. And it never is indexed in the search engines and never shows up anywhere because you've never done it. With Hangouts on Air, we are ranking, okay, with things that have never happened. Okay? Now, WordPress 1. So let me kind of show this off to you really, really quick here. And Troyer, you help me out. So I want to, okay, you'll see. This one right here, guys. Here's a HOA. I want to show this to you in real time. Okay, you can't see the name down here because I have this links thing up that won't go away. Okay, so the name of it's down here. So what I want to do is I'm going to open up a new incognito window. I'm going to open up my other screen here. Go to Google. Okay, I want to pull this over, and this is the name. Okay, so here's the name of this HOA. Okay, I started this 1 hour ago to make sure I could show it to you. But if you actually Google, and Troyer or Uz or one of you guys want to drop this keyword into the internet, everybody can do this along with me and show you, and you can see Rymac and Joe Troyer with Advanced Cindwire Training. That's why I named it. If we click on this, nothing has happened yet. Okay, you can see you cannot start, you can't press play, nothing has happened. There's no content here, but what's happening, guys? Google has indexed me. Google has said, you know what? I see you. You're ready to start a Hangout on Air. You're in draft mode, but I still like it because it's mine, and you're already in the search engines because of it. Okay, guys? So if we can see the power of this, and I think maybe if we just mess around some different words was like, let me grab some over here. Say we do like Cindwire linking strategy. Here's another Hangout on Air. If I type in Cindwire linking strategy, here's another one that never happened. Okay? I don't even have this window open anymore, guys. So there's another keyword. Cindwire linking strategy. Google it. There's nothing there. I'm ranking. Okay, guys? Now, let me get back, minimize, and get reset up here in my presentation. Slideshow. Swap presenter. Oop, need this chat box open. Here we go. Got it. So, guys, now, and they should be dropping some search strings for you. Okay. Yes, Scott, it does stick. Now, because once you broadcast, then you're broadcasting and you're sticking. So, and I showed you some stuff from years ago. Let me get this back going here real quick. Now, that is the power in the Hangout on Air, the embeds, and the syndication I'm about to teach to you. Okay, guys, so let me continue, but that's how powerful these things are. Now, I ran a recent test literally a week, maybe just over a week ago, and you can type in like Kelly's Restaurant Vista, and I have Hangout on Air, plus where I embedded it and syndicated to Cindwire. I have 2 spots and a very short period of time using this method. Same thing with Kelly's Restaurant Columbia, SC Hours, another buyer keyword. I have the Hangout Air set at the bottom. At number 2, it's hard to see, I have the embed at number 2, so I've taken up 2 spots on a page with just a few minutes of work, what I'm about to show you, and another search string again. Okay, all of this stuff took me less than 10 minutes of work to do just over a week ago, and by the time most people begin to start seeing rankings with traditional SEO methods, I'm going to have 3, 4, and 5, and maybe even more of these spots on the first page. And again, we're expediting our success with Cindwire, pumping all of the juice, okay? Now, once you start grabbing easy first page rankings, like many of you already are, your traffic starts to look like this, but your traffic be like lead sales, money. Okay, here's a site we took from a couple hundred visitors a day to thousands and thousands, tens of thousands in sales monthly, and you can find that website by Googling buy shoelaces online, custom shoelaces online. One of our companies is a custom shoelace company. We're ranking for multiple terms, for multiple buyer keywords. Now, I can focus on scaling out the rankings and dominating results just like this when I showed you in the beginning, where we're blanketing the entire page. So, to be fair for you guys, it's a little advanced. You should not expect those results out the gate. I want to do this. I want to get you guys to the first page, to the top. Now, if you look at this video right here at number 1 for the word targeted ease review, this is a over $1,700 video, okay? And not only is it the first spot, but using this method, it's beating out the other videos that are trying to do the same review. And that's the important thing to understand. If I can get you guys to beat out all videos, everybody gets number 1, make you money, I can do other things like show you how to expert yourself and branding. So here, if you type in sequential marketing expert, overnight in under 20 hours, I became an expert. So if someone says, what do you do for a living? I'm a sequential marketing expert. Google me. They don't know the difference. That's branding, guys. With my syndication method, after a few days, now I own the top 3 spots. Okay? Now I have 3 spots. So if they say, what are you? I'm a sequential marketing expert. Google me. The top 3 spots are mine. I just tried that last week. They're going to sort of believe that that's the case, okay? Now, it's not that there's a million searches a month for this. It's a pure branding play at this point, but this is what I want to show you guys, the power in this method. You start blanketing search pages for your clients, yourself, and any of your money sites. Then we focus on scaling out and completely dominating pages. Guys, you got to crawl before you walk before you run before you sprint. Now, I'm going to show you exactly where to focus your time so that you're getting lightning fast results and not wasting a minute on an unimportant crap. Many people try to make a pretty video or a pretty website or a perfect site first, and they spend way too much time on something not even proven to work. Guys, what good does a pretty website or video do if you have 0 traffic to it? What good? Right? Again, I gotta take a sip of my drink, so no good, right? 0. This much good, guys. It's sort of rhetorical. So let's get into how we're getting these results, okay, that I've been showing, and focus on scaling them out into other keywords and markets. So here are your basic 6 steps to free traffic from Google on the internet that you need to know. So first of all, let me move this over here, and so this is the high overview, guys. I'm going to dive deep into each one. So step 1, you're going to create a brand new WordPress post or a site, okay? And you're going to put a little bit of content on it. And we're going to talk about how much content you need. I just shown you don't need any, okay? So very thin. Now, you're going to create and embed an HOA onto the post. Again, earlier when I showed you inside of that HOA, that where the links was in the embed, that's where you're grabbing your embed code manually. Okay, guys? The third one, embed a HOA on a blog spot. Why do we use Blogspot? It's owned by Google, just like YouTube and Hangouts on Air. So Blogspot was an obvious first digital asset to go to. You're going to do the same thing. The 4th step, you're going to embed that HOA on a Tumblr. It's a powerful top-level domain. It's a very trusted site by Google. It's a very social site. And Google likes and trusts things that come from there. So we're using Tumblr, embedding our HOA on our new Tumblr posts. Okay. The 5th step is take the new pages and syndicate syndicate the WordPress to Tumblr blogger to dozens of these social bookmarking, Web2s, and social accounts. We're going to explain that. And step 5, many of you already have what's needed here, so you're already ahead of the curve. And then after all this awesomeness has happened, and everybody who took the screenshot of the first of what Joe showed you on his few slides, imagine all of that stuff being done, an embedded Hangout on all of those pages, then submit it to SendWire, and you haven't even broadcast it yet. But what's Google doing that I showed you guys? It's already indexing that Hangout on Air. It's indexing the new web pages you've created, and now it's all syndicated to SendWire. Now you have literally dozens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of backlinks all pointing to your money site, and then you're broadcasting your live Hangout on Air through all of this awesomeness. Okay, and that's the 6th and final step. We're going to go over what you broadcast and how you broadcast, But these are the high-level 6 steps. So step 1 is taking a brand new WordPress site, cleaning up the default post pages, creating a new post with a keyword and the title of it. Okay, the keyword doesn't have to be in the content. The keyword doesn't have to be in HOA. Okay, it should be. It doesn't have to be, and that's the power. And I can show you examples of this. The content is really thin. The key here is the HOA and the syndication method. And that embed that I showed you, Google is looking at, even though it's never happened. Okay, the amount of
Hey,
time.
Ryan.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, real quick, is that WordPress.com or your own branded WordPress site?
You can use both, guys. You can use WordPress.com or your own branded WordPress site here. Okay, I suggest that if you use your WordPress sites here, that you use some that have been on the internet for a little bit of time. They don't have to be. Okay, they may have a little bit of authority to them. Maybe you're buying an age domain. If you don't know how to buy age domains, you don't understand what I just said, you can rely purely on the free WordPress.com sites, and it costs you no money and no expertise. Okay, so step 1 is a free step. If you're a little bit more advanced, it could be a step where you buy your own WordPress sites or use your own WordPress sites, whatever fits your business model and your expertise. Okay, so hopefully we
Awesome, thanks, man.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people have that question.
Yeah, no, it's a great question too, but definitely both. Now, I will give you one more tip here. If you're using the free WordPress.com sites, out of Tumblr, WordPress, and Blogger, they seem to have been the most strict with, shutting down your account. Not shutting down, but like stopping posts. So with them, you want to be a little bit. You don't want to create like 100 of these at one time. The free WordPress ones. You want to rely on one, and if they do not post anything or stop you, simply hit them up. Hey, I'm a real person, okay, and why did you shut my site down? And that's all they're looking for, is just that you're a real person, okay, guys? But definitely, it's free. Again, I will show everybody the free way, and if you're a little bit more advanced, you have the capital, then there's an advanced way too. So you want to make sure you have a link out to your product or your external site. So if your money site is where you want traffic, it's a YouTube video, an HOA, if it's a client site or an affiliate site, whatever it is, on this WordPress site, you want a link out to where you want your traffic, okay? Now, add in your content. I'm a fan of doing as little as I can to see what I can get away with, and I don't waste time on quote-unquote worry. I spend time on doing. You guys should too. And I'm going to show you here in a second how I'm ranking things, and I have ranked pages with no content on them, okay? Now, if you do get a content, don't let's talk about common sense. Make it relevant. Okay, if you're trying to rank a site on teaching a cat how to use a toilet, you don't want your content to be about refrigeration repair. Okay, let's have common sense there. Keep it within the dog, cat, animal realm. That's how close it needs to be. And you don't even need a lot of content. Even 50 words, 70 words, a couple few sentences work with this method, and I'm going to show you in just a second. If you're looking to source content, I use places like iWriter.com or Fiverr.com to find cheap content, and that way you're not just making something up. And for as little as like $5, even less, on iWriter, like $1.25, up to like $25, you can get a whole bunch of content. Okay, and don't overthink the content. Remember, guys, we're not relying on content. This is not a content marketing strategy. We're relying on the HOA and the fact that Google loves them, and we're embedding them and syndicating them. That's what we're relying on with this strategy. So here's that page where I showed you the Kelly's Restaurant keywords that are ranking, and the only piece of content on the whole page is Beware for Kelly's Restaurant and Downtown Columbus SC, the Employee Thugs. That's it. And there's an embedded HOA behind that thing. There's no content here, guys. So that's what I'm showing you how easy it is, and that's ranking on the first page for a lot of these Kelly Restaurant Review type keywords. No content, only embedded HOA, syndicated through SendWire, how I'm showing you right now. Now, this step should take about 30 minutes, give or take, okay? The more you do it, the faster you get at it. It's free, and you don't have to spend a dime through step 1. Again, 30 minutes or so. So step 2 is starting the actual Hangout on air, and I showed you earlier how, but do not hit broadcast. That's an important thing. Do not hit broadcast, okay, guys? And here are the steps real quick. You go to YouTube, click upload, click broadcast, select the time, okay? Name your HOA, your keyword, which is important, okay? Especially if you want your HOA to be your money site, it's important that your keyword's in the title, in the name. You grab the embed code and embed it back on a new post that you had just made on WordPress.com or your self-hosted WordPress site. This is what it looks like real quick for my visual learners. YouTube.com, click upload. On the right, you click broadcast. Right here is an important screen. You notice I put your keyword here at the top, another here, and even another here. Pro tip, if you do something like 24-hour emergency tree removal, Jacksonville, Florida, as your keyword, you contain several keywords inside of that one name, and it's almost like a sentence, but that contains 24-hour tree removal, emergency tree removal, Jacksonville, Florida, 24-hour tree removal, Jacksonville, emergency Jacksonville tree removal. You see what I'm saying, guys? So put almost a sentence, a long tail thing in here that will cover several keywords in your title, and you can get a lot of extra rankings of traffic from that. Second most important is your description. You want to put a link out here to your money site if you want, if the Hangout on Air itself is not your money site, or whatever you want there, but put a link out. And then put a description, and just make sure keywords are back in your description. Again, guys, as I said in the other slide, I'm a fan of doing as little as I can to see what I can get away with. I don't put a huge description here. Some people teach you to put a whole big old description here. I'm not going to, because I'm about get in fast, get fast results, let's make some money, and then scale that out once you're making money, instead of spending months and months and months to try to make money. I want you making money within the first week of doing this process for free. Okay, guys? You hit share at the bottom, and then it opens up a Google Plus profile page like this. The title, which is your keyword, again, is in the top. You click Start, and it's going to open up a page inside the window like I showed you earlier. And right to the bottom right, you grab your embed code here. Okay, guys, so far simple enough. Okay, we're placing an embed code in your new post. And remember, we're not broadcasting yet. Okay, this takes you about 5 to 10 minutes to set this up. The more you do it, the faster you get at it. Step 3, we're creating a blogger, and we're embedding your HOA on the blog spot. Also known as a blogger, it switches name, Google owns it, that's the importance of it. Now, again, just a sentence or two of content, don't think about a content strategy, and a link to your money site. I want to refer back to the screenshot at the beginning that Joe showed you. I'm going to show you more screenshots in a minute, but think about those tiers. That tier 1, okay? We want the links to the money site, that's where the juice comes from. I'm going to explain why it's so powerful in just a minute, okay? So here it is again, the steps. Go to blogger.com, guys. You create a new post, okay? You fill in your content with a link out to your money site, okay? Add the embed. There's 2 ways to do it from your blogger. If your blogger is connected to the same Gmail that you're running the HOA from, there's a little button, like a video button, and you could just select it, boom, and it embeds it for you right there because they're connected through Google. If not, then there's an HTML button. You put your embed code in there, you click published, you're done. Here it is for my visual learners. Here's one of my bloggers. You click that little edit button over there. At the top middle, I'm pointing to the movie director, like action, whatever those things are called. That's where you can embed your HOA if it's connected to the same Gmail account. If not, just off screen, there's an HTML, and that's where you embed it. Look at the sentence. Check out my video review below on the perfect offset site. If offset site is my keyword, I'm going to want to hyperlink offset site, okay, with that blue link button right there in the top middle, and put the link to my money site. Okay, that's how simple and how little content I put on these. All right, guys, and that link out is important to get that juice passed through. We're going to go over that. Step 3 should take you 15 to 30 minutes. The more you do this, the better you get. Maybe 30 minutes the first time, possibly 25 minutes the second. At the 5th, 6th, 7th time, you're rocking 15, 20 minutes, right, guys? So the 4th step is embedding on a Tumblr page. Tumblr is another powerful web property that Google trusts implicitly. And the steps are the same, guys, okay? You go to tumblr.com. If you need to register, register. You're going to put your keyword and title of your post. Short description again. The content and description is not important, but we definitely want to link out to your money site. Again, your money site's where you want traffic. And just a little tip, guys. Some new users of Tumblr, you have to follow like 3 blogs, I think it is. I'm not sure what it is. Second tip, Tumblr is quick to close down brand new accounts that you might even use it. We've done this before. We've opened up Tumblr accounts, never used it, it got shut down. We write in, hey, we're a person we want to use our Tumblr account. What's going on? Oh, okay. We just want to verify you're real. Here's your account back. So if you haven't
I
Tumblr,
think it's 4 now.
is it 4 now? Yeah. Okay. If it's 4, then it's 4 now. But just
So again, guys, if you've had problems, reach out to them and say something.
yeah. Yeah, you reach out to them and definitely say something. We've seen it time and time again. Usually that just works. Reaching out and saying, "Hey, I'm a human, and what's going on, you guys? You kind of took down my blog, and I like using Tumblr. They're cool. They just need that verification that it's a human behind it." Okay. So visual learners, again, real quick. Here's inside of a Tumblr account. You click to add in your text, put your keyword and title, short description. You switch it to HTML to put your embed code in. There's a link button to link out to make sure you have a link out to where you want your money site to be or where you want your traffic to rank first. And then this step, again, same thing as the previous, 15 to 30 minutes. Once you do it a couple times, you get the hang of it, you're golden, okay? Now, at this point, okay, the fifth step is we're going to excite Google socially. But at this point, you have one new site, you have a new post, you have some content, not a lot, okay? You have an embedded HOA on your new post and a new blog spot and a Tumblr. And this is sort of what it looks like, okay? So on the left, I have the WordPress with the HOA embedded, okay? Then we have a link to the money site. We have Tumblr, again, HOA embedded, link to the money site. Blogger, again, HOA embedded, link to this money site where we want the ranking. The WordPress Tumblr Blogger represent a tiered 1 set of sites which are starting to build a private blog network that you control. You don't realize you're doing that, but that's exactly what you're doing. Okay? Now, on average, your first few times running through this, you may have spent anywhere from 50 to 100 minutes up to this point, and I come up with those numbers from running people through and actual, no shit numbers that customers and beta users and brand new people have been doing. So far, guys, does this seem pretty simple? Like, have I completely lost everybody in the room, or are you tracking and getting a little bit excited? If you're excited, say, heck yeah, hell yeah. And if you're confused, say I'm confused. I need to know, right? Easy peasy, or you lost me, right, Mac? What the hell are you talking about? Hell yeah. Richard, Pam, Michelle, Dana, Kelly, Rob. A lot of hell yes. A lot of caps, hell yeah. It's ready to go. Super simple. Right?
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Why don't you just pull up that screenshot real quick again that I took? It's in the chat.
Okay.
I can send it to you here too.
Yep.
I think people are getting bogged down in the details. The people are either saying yeah, hell yes, or they're getting bogged down in the details. So guys, just look at this link diagram, and I think for everybody, this should be very easy conceptually for you guys to understand this.
Drop me the link again real quick, Joe. The one you sent me is a screenshot of screenshot of something. Hold on. 255.
Yeah, it's that screenshot. It's that link
Yeah, let me copy and paste it. When I click it, it opens up. It went like to the internet. Hold on. Evernote, image, PNG. Oh, it's downloading. I got you. No wonder. I'm silly. Here we go. There it is. Perfect. Okay, does everybody see the screen? Everybody see this, right? So what I just showed you is creating a tier 1 WordPress site. We have an embedded HOA over here to the left. Okay, and as I showed you, they get indexed before you ever even broadcast them. Okay? You have one link on this WordPress site out to your money site. That's your client site, affiliate site. It could be a Hangout on Air. It could be a YouTube. It could be anything. That's where you want your first traffic go to for conversions. Okay? Again, tier 1, here's your Tumblr. Here's your Blogger. Okay? We haven't got to step 5, which is down here. Step 5 is going to be easy for you guys because we're going to syndicate. And I'm going to show you who I syndicate to, which is SendWire, why I do. Okay? So, Chad, that's advanced. We do, but I'm not going to get into other things like that. I don't want to confuse people, right? Chad, we're right on the same path, brother. You're a little advanced, so you understand it. Those would come down here. You could do them out to tier 1 or 2, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Okay, guys. So I'm going to ask again: is everybody sort of tracking one more time? So what I'm talking about is how to build these tier 1 sites, how to embed. And we're about to get into the 5th step, the final 2 steps. To this point, we just have sites set up, and we have not broadcasted. Now, guys, think about this. Think about this. What if you had 25 tier 1 sites, right? What if you didn't do the bare minimum? What if you did 5 WordPress? Or say you did 10 WordPress, 10 Tumblrs, 10 bloggers, right? Now you have 30 sites in this tier 1, okay? And you have all these link juices pointing back to your site. Each get one link, right? And that's sort of the power in this method. I'm showing the bare minimum, and we're going to show you how to scale this way, way out. Okay.
So guys, real quick, let me interject, Ryan. How many of you guys have local business theme, okay, and Launchpad, and are looking for a way to rank these sites? Just give me a one quick. If you don't worry, but I know that there's lots of people that do on the call. Okay, this is your roadmap. This is exactly what you need to do. Your money site up at the top is the niche that we built out for you, right? Whichever one that you're going with. Okay, your tier 1 is WordPress, Tumblr, and Blogger. That's it, right? And then you submit out through SendWire for your tier 2, right? Linking back to tier 1, which links to your money site. That's it. If you guys follow just this diagram, you'll rank for 90% of your keyword phrases. No shit.
Yeah, and not only that, and not only that, your money site will rank, but what happens is some of your tier 1 sites start ranking, and then now you're dominating the freaking first page. Okay, because
Exactly.
SendWire's pumping that juice. So SendWire is a step 5. So let's do that. Let's get into step 5, right? Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's killer for reputation management because you can get rid of all of the bad stuff and blanket it with good stuff. Okay. Now, step 5 again. We want Google to see the excitement around this broadcast that's about to happen. As I've shown you, things ranked that don't even happen. Zero content, never happened. Google's excited. So, as I've shown you, Google indexes these hangouts on air. Okay, we know he's looking, even though it's never happened. So the social signals create excitement to sites like Dig, Delicious, Facebook, Twitter, Stumbled Upon. Okay, we want all these dozens of social sites pointing back to our newly made pages. And again, this creates a huge excitement in the search engines. There are very inexpensive ways of doing this. And here's another little quick screenshot. New post, embedded HOA, syndicated to dozens of sites, right? Here's a pyramid. Money site at the top, which you want ranked. In the middle, tier 1, WordPress, Blogger, Tumblrs with our embeds. At the bottom, all of the social sites, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Delicious, bookmarks, and different Web 2s pointing back up. Now, here's one more screenshot, and this is sort of where I want to take a little bit more time and just explain to you why the power in this works so well. SendWire right now, and Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, is sending about 31 links to whatever link you submit to SendWire.
Yep.
So if you are creating the bare minimum of 3, one WordPress, one Blogger, one Tumblr, each one of those individually is getting those 31 links back up. Now, if you take a site like Google.com, there hardly ever a link off of Google.com. It's the most powerful site on the internet, right? If you put one link off of Google.com to your website, you're getting 100% of the link juice from Google to your website. If we put one link off of Google.com to my site, one link off of Google.com to Joe Troyer's site, I'm getting 50% of that link juice, and Joe Troyer is getting the other half of that link juice from Google. So what we're doing with SendWire's 31 links coming into what we're doing in the first tier, okay, is we're taking all the link juice and we're condensing it into just 1 to 3. And then we're passing that link juice to the money site and condensing it all into one. And that's the power in this, okay? So hopefully you're tracking on this. If not, we're going to talk about some more. And we're going to talk about this optional authority site when we'll actually show you how we're building these, okay? But that's the key to this process is taking a bunch of links, bringing them into trusted websites, Tumblr, Blogger, WordPress, and then condensing them and only sending 1 to maybe 3 links off of that post. And that makes the juice to that link much more powerful. Okay, guys? Now, remember, guys, at this point, we have not broadcasted yet. We have not broadcasted yet. Think of it as foreplay, okay? No one likes you to just go in for the kill, and Google is no different. So, step 5 for Excite Google socially, I use a service called SendWire. Who on this call has ever heard of a service called SendWire? Has anybody ever heard of this service before? Guys, now, as I told you in the beginning, I started out using a service called OnlyWire, but it seems if they're trying to sort of weed out SEOs, and Joe and I have had this conversation to extent, but OnlyWire, they're a thing in the past, okay? We're done with them. Obviously, you guys are done with them. And as I told you in the beginning, only where it cost me a shit ton of money, and I went to Joe to fix that problem. Joe showed you in the beginning that you can actually search for SendWire setups in Fiverr, okay, and go through and get somebody to set the stuff up for you, okay, or you can even pay them to submit to their account, but I think most of you have SendWire. Here's what the back looks like as of probably like 30, 45 days ago, so there may be a couple more accounts in here, but many of you know what this looks like, but these are what I'm talking about, submitting all this work that we're doing to all these different types of social accounts, right, guys? And again, here's another screenshot of SendWire at work. Most of you guys know what that looks like. Now, just to see if this works, you can test out a Fiverr gig that submits to their own account. But if you're serious about this, I would just grab a SendWire account. If you're on this call and you don't have a SendWire account, guess what? It's your lucky day, because I am the only person on the entire internet that has a SendWire trial at $1 for 30 days. I think we're covered here. If not, you're covered. Okay, guys, literally, this is hundreds of free syndication services. Troy has been very generous in this link for new customers of mine to get in on this process because it works so well. And as he said in the beginning, as I expressed, we care about your results and your success. That's why we're here. Either way, find a good fast gig to get your account set up. But, guys, do not waste your time registering 25 to 50 social accounts. Again, step 5 should only take you about 15 to 30 minutes. Let me move the chat box over here real quick, and I'm going to move my screen. We're getting my presenter view. Sorry, I had a funny looking screen, so just give me a second. And we're back at it. Perfect. And we have very particular, I like to see you guys' questions coming in, so I couldn't see them. Okay, so recap. You've made a new post, you added to embed, you haven't broadcast it yet, okay? You added some content, a link out to your site, you create the blog or create the Tumblr, and now you have submitted your new post for syndication to your social networks. I'm sure the questions are popping up. I see them coming in the chat box in rapid succession from 1,000 people, and I'll answer everything in the end. Right now, let's talk about how to scale this process out entirely. So far, so good. I have not lost the entire room yet, have I? I think Troyer's screenshot, it was really good in helping, right? Still here. Boom. V32, oh, way to go. Will there be replay? Great name drop. How do you easily create SendWire accounts? Fiverr. Let's keep rocking, says Brian. That's what I'm talking about. So, step 6, now that you've done all this awesomeness, Google is looking at your embeds, is looking at this Hangout you're ready to broadcast. You spent all this time setting it up. Now it's time to broadcast your live HOA through your new pages that have dozens of social signals coming in. It looks like this. The top, the gold $sign, your money site. Again, HOA, YouTube video client site, affiliate site, whatever it is you want to get traffic or ranking. Okay, you have your WordPress, at least one. You can pretend it's 5. It may help, and the more the merrier, right? But you have at least one WordPress site, embed content, link to your money site or your product. You have your blog spot. Again, each one of these is being submitted to SendWire for all these other social signals. Okay, so every time you create 3 digital assets, you're getting 90-something links back into your assets total, and then you're only putting out 1 to 3 links to your money site. Again, condensing that power in to these digital assets into your money site, and this is why it works so well. Here it is again. This is about 60, 120 minutes of work. You have a WordPress Tumblr blogger in the middle by the orange arrows. The social signals on the bottom left and right represent SendWire, okay, pointing to your money site. Now, here's something I stole from some advanced training, okay, but you're protecting your money site with all these made properties, these WordPress, these Tumblrs, and these bloggers. You're protecting your money site from over linking into it and looking kind of funny, and you want these strong and trusted links from these jobs pointing to where you want your traffic. This builds long-term authority. Okay, you keep working on adding new Tumblrs and bloggers and WordPress sites every time you set these up. If you just do a few a day, that's 90 a month. That's over 1,000 of these by the end of the year. Okay, and if you're submitting all of these to SendWire, you're just building a powerful PBN asset. You don't even realize it. Okay, again, we're tricking you into building a powerful social PBN. SendWire is your second tier. SendWire is what's building the authority and trust that we're passing up to our money sites. Okay, guys, the WordPress, Tumblr, and Blogger are a protective layer from your money site. You only want very trusted and powerful links coming in. Okay, here's a key thing. A lot of people are asking, do I have to be on camera to do this? Guess what, guys? No, you don't have to be on camera. You can do a screen share and review a product. You can hire somebody on Fiverr to do the on-camera part. You can use pre-recorded content. We use Wirecast, okay? And there's a lot of discussion on this. There's free ways to do it. Wirecast costs money. There are free trials, but Wirecast seems to be the best. So if you have
if you guys look inside of SendWire in the help section, there's two videos, video number 7 and video number 8 under help inside the members area that show you guys how to do this with a Mac and how to do it with a PC.
That's perfect. Shows you exactly how to. So I see a lot of questions. Oh, if we already have videos. Guys, I've been doing YouTube marketing since 2011. I have hundreds, if not thousands of videos on my computer. So I get the question. Okay, now, so of course if you want to, you can be on camera. I just don't want everybody on this call not to try this because you think you have to be on camera. And this is what I mean. I'd like you to meet Dan, who's used the same exact training to steal traffic from Google and generate a solid, healthy, passive income. Here's a picture of Dan. Okay, now, here's a candid conversation that I had with Dan in October. Excuse me, in October of about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, right? And he was asking questions, asking about some software I had coming out. And I said, hey, man, look, nobody knows this yet, but I'm about to launch this with a lot of affiliates, and there's going to be search traffic for it. And at the very bottom, if you see, he says, oh, I'm on it, Hangout ranking, here I come, ha, ha, ha. But guess what? Dan killed it. He didn't just say it, he did it. So here's Dan's results. He used the same exact method of setup and syndication to launch Jack, one of my softwares as a service, for over $1,700. And some of you may have heard of Targetees. That was mine. If you haven't, it's not important. It's a software I created to automate some Facebook targeting stuff. But again, not important. The results are important. So if you type in Targetees review, Dan's, that one says click here, Dan's #1 video, you can see other people trying to do the same thing. But whose video is #1? His. Why? Because he did exactly what I said to do in this training, and Google made his the most relevant versus the other two guys who are not customers of mine, who have not taken the same training. And here's his actual results for 10 minutes of work. This is inside of his affiliate account from the vendor side, $1,709. Okay, 10 minutes of work. He simply followed the exact steps I just outlined above, outranked everyone, generated a $1,709 passive income. Camera wasn't used. That's the important. Everything was a screen share. Okay, and this was a small launch. I did private promotions, and he was still able to get that much search traffic. I think he got over 400 and something hops to his affiliate link with only running this with like 5 affiliates. It wasn't a huge launch like you see in the marketplace, like the social robot where you have like 1 million people mailing on it. It was a handful of people. Okay, so if 1 million people was mailing on it, he would have made that much more money. He had an unfair advantage, guys. He's been my customer and follower for a very long time, and during this time I've spent roughly $100,000. It's been more in testing via employees, development, and just time in the trenches, taking time away from other parts of my business to focus on this part, and he smartly let me figure out and develop all the hard stuff, and then he just implements some profits. Now, let me ask this question. On the call, do you think you could dedicate 1 to 2 hours of setting up everything as I outlined to generate over $1,700? And some of you may be saying, I thought you said he spent 10 minutes. What's this 1 to 2 hour talk? And yes, I did say he spent 10 minutes. I'm getting there. But first, let's answer the original question. Is generating $1,700 worth 1 to 2 hours of your time? Right? Of course. Hell yes. Yeah, that's more than lawyers make, right? I hope so. Okay? What if you could get the same results as Dan, myself, and thousands of my customers, and turn that 60 to 120 minutes of setup, guys, into 6 to 12 minutes of setup? Right? Right? Let's knock a 0 off. How about that? Ray says, hoorah. Simplified, brother. Right? Come on with it. Okay? So in this case, it took Dan 10 minutes. I know because I asked him during an interview that each one of you is going to be able to see if you choose to at the end of this call. But once I perfected the technique, I obsessed with trying to figure out how to automate this process. I mean, guys, every tedious, crappy part from creating WordPress posts, inserting content, inserting your links, adding in the embed code, creating Tumblr and Blogger pages, okay, inserting content, embed codes, adding links to my money sites, and submitting all of this work then to SendWire for that 1-2 punch for further syndication, turning hours of work into minutes of work, freeing up time, saving money, making more money, and stealing search engine traffic with just a few clicks. So let's play a game. It's called Spot the PITA. P-I-T-A. Who knows what a PITA is? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the chat box. We're going to give away some free stuff at this point. So if you haven't been paying attention, now's the time you're really going to pay attention. We're about pain in the ass, right? It's pain in the ass. So this is what we're going to do. Let me know in the chat box. The winner of this game wins one of two things. You either win a 30-minute consult with myself, which these are real fun for me. I love doing these. Or the winner of the game chooses a charity in which I donate $100 to. Do you guys want a consult or do you want a charity? Consult or charity in the chat box. What should the winner do? Does the winner want to get a consult? Does he want to give it to consult? Troy, do you see what's happening over here? Consult, charity, consult.
I think most people are saying consult. So why don't you do the consult and I'll do charity?
Okay, perfect. So your volume is a little low, Troyer. So this is what we're gonna do. The winner gets a consult, and then you choose a charity. Troy is going to donate the $100 to charity. Does that sound fair? So everybody wins. We get a consult out of this, 30 minutes from me, right? And then we're going to do charity too. Charity wins. So winner, you get to do that. So the winning question, okay, and Ooze, get ready, Troy, get ready too, because there's 1,000 people on, so it's going to get a little crazy here for a second. The winning answer is a number, okay, and the winner is going to get the consult, choose the charity. So here we go. Let's play Spot the PITA. Look at people. William, Greg, Chris. Look at you. It's cheating. I hadn't even changed the screen and you're putting in numbers. Come on, guys. Let's run a fair game here. Look at you hedging your bets. I like it though. That's fine. All right, here it is. Number 1, open up a live HOA. Name it your keyword, short description, and let it sit. And it takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Number 2, create a WordPress post, Tumblr post, Blogger post, add in your content, ensuring you add a link to your money site, submit all this new work to SendWire for the further social syndication. It's about 45 to 90 minutes every time. Number 3, broadcast your HOA, which can be a few seconds to minutes, however long your hangout is. And of course, number 2 is a huge pain in the ass, and I think most of you agree. Winner, Troyer. Did you catch who won? Who got in first?
I didn't, dude. The chat just blew up. I can't even get to the top.
Ooze. I can't either. Oh, Ooze.
Earl Gardner.
Earl Gardner. Drop your email in. Do it like 5 times. For real. Like there's 1,000 people writing in the chat box right now. Go Earl. Everybody thank Earl. Congratulate him. We're going to do a consult. I'm going to do a consult with him, and we're going to donate some money to wherever he chooses. Earl Gardner, drop your email in the chat box 5 times. Uzman will snag it, reach out to you, set up a time to talk. But, guys, I've automated the entire process from start to finish. And if you'd like to see, I'm going to go ahead and just show you scale out and what I mean and what we've done and save you guys a bunch of time here. And so let's do this. Let's minimize this. And then let me go over here. I actually need to log in, of course. And then log in. So if you guys need to, refer back to this image right here, right? This image right here. This is what I want to show you. We're about to automate. I'm about to show you how we're creating the tier 1 automatically, okay, adding in links and then automatically syndicating it to SendWire. I'm going to show you this tier 1 automation process right now. That's what we're doing. Okay, so once you log in a scale out, okay, you have a site manager. This is where you add in all of your different websites, and create groups. So if I want to create a group, and we called it Troyer Rymac Training, right? I can add a group. Okay, now I have a group down here called Troy Rimac Training. Currently, there's no sites in it. Now, there are other sites in here already added. If I want to add a site, I'm going to double click here, take that off. If I want to add a site, I click add, I name it, test. I would select the type. So we can currently add in WordPress, Tumblr, or bloggers. Okay, if you want to add in a WordPress site, you would simply put in your exact WordPress URL, whatever that may be, right here. Then your username and your password. You would click add, and boom, it goes out and adds the site. Now, if we want a certain amount of sites inside of a group, I would open up this. I would open up one of these other groups that have a site. Okay, so let's just do Rymac and Anthony was a previous affiliate. So I can do a couple of different things here. I can just simply grab this and drag this site over and add it to this group. Okay, now I have one site in here and I've removed it completely. Or if I want to copy it, I hold down Control, I grab this site and go down here. Okay, let me show this to you. I've moved this SS Milk site over, but up here, all I did was copy it. It's still here, okay? And here is the Tumblr site that I moved over. I didn't copy, I strictly moved it, and it's not here anymore. Okay, so we made a drag and drop site editor for your different groups, okay? Here's where your money's made. Again, one more time, let me show you. We're about to automate this Tier 1 WordPress, Tumblr, and Blogger creation, okay, right here. Now, I've already made a group to expedite the demo process. I'm going to go in here and edit this, okay? So all you would do is, let me back up for 1 second. I've already made a group, but all you would do to make a new post is click add, okay? You click add and then it'll bring you through this. I've done this. I simply want to show you via edit, it's the same windows, okay? And so I'm not clicking add, I'm clicking edit. So your first tab is general. You name it, okay? So again, I named it this. This is what we're doing. This is the live hangout. You select your group of sites. I selected this group, Rymac and Anthony. Okay, it's just a group that I had for me and a friend. There's 15 sites, digital assets in this group. Okay, we go to the next slide. Schedule. Right here on scheduling, I can have all 15 of these sites to be created. On all 15 of these sites, I can have the post created straight away. Or say I want to drip them out so that since there's 15, say I want to do 2 posts a day, or say 3 posts a day for 5 days. It's 15, right? So every day 3 posts would be made. I could schedule it right here. This is a pretty powerful tool, especially for people that have hundreds of sites or thousands of sites like some of our users. You want to schedule these out, okay? For this, I'm going to do post straight away. Next, here's the content. This is just like you make a WordPress post or a blogger post or a Tumblr post. You have your title. You have your content. Here's an H1 tag, and then here's just regular content. Okay? Now, outside of this content, if I want a link out to the word Google, let's say, in my content, to go to actual google.com, right here I tell it, I click add a link, I put in google.com, and I say anchor is Google. So every time Google shows up in my content, okay, this is what is going to anchor that. Now, you can use spin tax in here. Okay, guys, I don't want to confuse you if you don't know what spin tax is at the moment, but you can use spin tax in here. Okay, and spin tax basically spins your content. It's an option. You don't have to use it. Okay, so just want to press that upon you guys. Once you add in a link, usually I use these for an authority link, which I told you we're going to talk about. You always want, not always, but it's good to have an authority link out to trusted websites because it looks like you're not trying to game Google and rank your money site. Oh, he's linking out to Google for the word Google. He must want his traffic to go to the most relevant trusted sites. This guy is not gaming the search engines. This is where you would add an authority link. You do not have to add a link here. The link to your money site comes at the end. I'm going to show that to you. But we have this in here because I like linking out to other sites other than the money site to look like we're not trying to game the search engines. Okay, so in this example, I've added 1 link. If I would at least 1 link every post, a maximum, I'm going to get 1 link here. The position where your link shows up, by default, if you're brand new, it shows up 40% in the middle, 40% in the bottom, 20% contextual. Okay, and actually, let me do this real quick. 1 second. I want to pull up some spun stuff real quick, just so you guys get it. Give me 1 second. HOA is spun. Spin demo, perfect. Okay, I got it. Let me grab this over here. Okay, now let me add in. Let me just add in the spun content real quick, guys. Okay, so now I have this spun content in here. So so it will switch through, okay, the different the different origin here to create unique content every time. So if I want the word search engine optimization, so I'll add a link. Okay, if I want the word search engine optimization, every time it shows up in spun content, to go to, let's not do Google since we have it. We'll just do Google too, to Google as well. Okay, now, chance that happens, do 50 half the time, you control all this, right? Now, if I want a maximum of 2 links, so I've added 2, minimum 2. Now, in this example, guys, by default, to protect brand new people who don't understand this, 40% of your links will go in the middle, 40% in the bottom, and 20% are contextual. That way you're not leaving a footprint. If you create it, for instance, 1,000 pages, you won't have 1,000 links coming from the same post, the same area, same post, same anchor text in here. If you're advanced, which I know some of you on this call are advanced, you have a basic and advanced mode. You uncheck it, okay? You can move this through your chance, and then you can choose your anchor and your post prefix. Now, I don't want to confuse new people. Just understand that I've built this to protect you from yourself. If you're confused about SEO, until you go through my training on protecting you from yourself, and once you get a little bit better grip, you can mess with this stuff. Okay, you click next. Here it's asking for, do I want to enable social syndication, guys? By default it's no, I click yes. Social syndication, you link your SendWire account, and you do the accounts, it takes 2 seconds. You choose a campaign, and your title and your body. That means that all 15 pages from this job will automatically get submitted to SendWire. Okay, always submit main linking target. I always choose yes. That means whatever your main linking target is, you want that also submitted to SendWire. Okay, the chance it gets used, if for some reason you don't want all of your new posts sent to SendWire, you can move this down. I keep it at 100% because everything my tool does, I want SendWire to syndicate. I click next, and here's a preview of this post minus the embedded HOA, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Okay, if I click this would represent post number 1 of 15. If I click refresh, this will represent post number 2 of 15. Now, if you look, search engine optimization, open a new tab. I told you I want the link to Google, and the word Google, open a new tab. It also links to Google as I've set it up. If I do another refresh, again, you can see it's spinning the content. Every time the content's changing. Okay, guys? So, in this one, you can see Google got moved up to the front. Here's a link out the top, and here's a link at the bottom. Okay, so it's randomizing where the link placements are so it doesn't leave a footprint. I click Save. Okay, now I have this job back here ready to create 15 Tier 1 websites and submit all of them to SendWire. 2 options. One, if I just want to submit content to build my Tier 1 sites, I could click Run right here, but I'm not going to do that. If you guys remember this post, right? I mean, this is the live Hangout on air, and this is what makes my tool even more unique than anything out there, is right here on the left, if you guys can see this, it says Scale Out. It's an extension built inside the HOA window. I open it, and it's going to ask me to log in. Let me log in real quick. Oops. And then log in real quick. Okay, save it. Okay, so I'm logged into the front. I'm logged into Scale Out, okay, and it's returning all of the jobs my account has that has not made posts. This is the one I just showed you. There are more in here. So it reminds me, this group is posting to one group, contains 15 unique sites. I want it to post immediately and make it as soon as possible. I click Next. Now, this is where you add a link to your money site, and the other links are authority sites. Here's where you add a link to your money site. Click yes. Where do you want your, where do you want your money site to be? Your money site can be any one of the 15 pages being created by the tool. It could be a custom target, which can be your client site, or it could be the Hangout itself, which is the YouTube URL. So if the HOA is your money site, we'll make sure that all posts have a link to the main target. Your main target is your money site, guys. This is where you select that. Again, custom target is for a client site or any website. Okay, so we'll just do this as an example. Actually, we'll just make it the YouTube one to be simple. And the keyword. So if you want your keyword to be relevant to, let's say, Rimac Joe Troyer, right? If that's, when people search Rimac Joe Troyer, I want my YouTube, my HOA to show up. This is what the setup would be. Link keywords can be spun here as well. You can make multiple. I click start. It adds the embed code. It goes in the background and starts creating these posts for me in the background. Okay, so let's go move this. So you can see right here, it's already created the first post. Right now, it's create the second post. I'm not refreshing my screen, guys. The job right now is create the third post. Every one of these posts represents about 30 minutes of work, guys, or more. Fourth post, we just saved 120 minutes. Fifth post, we just saved 150 minutes. Sixth post, it's creating all these posts. It's embedding the code. We're going to let this job run for 1 second, and I'm going to show you what it's created. Eighth, ninth. While it's doing that, guys, let me show you what's in the training modules, okay? And we'll go back to that and I'll show you. I don't want any dead time here. I know you guys have really busy days. So now we've been on here for about 90 minutes, and I hope it's been worth your time. So I have, if you guys remember earlier when I showed you this, I removed the advanced stuff not to confuse you, but I have an overview of scale out. It's 20 minutes long. It shows you the power and the scale out CinemaWire combination and advanced tactics, why it works well, everything you need to know to understand and grasp this. I go through my Facebook, our private page, our private Facebook group for all users, and I run, hey, give me questions, and I'll go through and answer them tomorrow. And that's one of those right here. We show you how to use a site manager, how to use the posting jobs, more in depth. Okay, a little bit more in depth in the demo, because at this point you're a user and you've invested in me and my software, and I want to make sure you get it. How to install the extension, it's real easy. If you don't understand Spintax, here's explanation on Spintax, and we even have a video right here, the bottom, that has 100. It's like an hour of like advanced Spintax stuff by this guy Matthew Woodward that we found was pretty good. I'm not going to go and recreate Spintax training when they have some awesome for free right here. We show you what that is, how to do it, the spinner that we use, and then I have about, I think it's 230 something minutes of advanced SEO training with myself, 2 SEO experts. One's name is Derek Pierce, one's name is Greg Morrison. Okay, I cornered those guys, and we go how to buy, age, and trusted WordPress sites, build a PBN further outside of ScaleOut, and or for the add-in to ScaleOut, okay, and how to monetize this SEO process as well. These videos alone previously sold for $500. I decided to throw them in here for free for ScaleOut users to further your SEO knowledge, because the more you know, the better you are with this tool. Okay, so let's go back to our post and see where we're at. Okay, so it's created 15 to 15 posts. Right here, I have a little reporting feature. I click the eyeball. It shows that the posting result was a success. It means it made a post. And then the social result was a success, meaning it submitted to SendWire successfully. Okay, so let's see. Open a new tab. That's a blog spot, and this should be a WordPress site. This should be a WordPress site. Let me find a Tumblr. Here's a Tumblr. Okay, so here is the Tumblr. Again, that was just created just right in front of you, what I just showed you. Here's all the spun content added in here. Okay, here's the embed, automatically added by my application. Notice the size on this one. Okay, and then here it is again, a link, Google, out to Google and search engine optimization. Now, again, notice the size of this. Okay, we come over here. Here's a WordPress page. Okay, Let's create it. This is all spun. Here's searching. Here's a link hidden in the content. I'm sorry. Okay. And then here's another link here. And here it is again. Here's the size of the embed. Guys, notice again, this is a different size embed. Okay. Here's it right here. Now here's the placement. The embed is placed at the top. I've randomized the placement of the embeds for you to minimize footprints and the sizes as well. Here it is again. Okay, here's the content again. Here is a link out again. Search and optimization, and here's no link.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Ramak, can we skip ahead? A bunch of people got to go because they, only saw the webinar invite for an hour.
Yeah.
So can you show everybody what we put together for them, and then we can keep running through everything?
Yeah, we'll jump back.
A bunch of people have time commitments, and they have to jump.
Yeah, perfect. I'm glad you cut me off to get me onto that. Perfect. Let's make here. So let's go, guys. There's self-demo scale out. We've done that. And guys, again, scale out is only Hangout SEO software application we've built inside of this HOA app marketplace. And the first version was built in 2013. Since that time, guys, I've dedicated 6 figures of money, just a lot of money and sanity into development. Again, a small legal issue I touched on in the beginning cost me another 5 figures. And just to highlight real quick what we've done, we're automating the creation of WordPress Tumblr bloggers. Your tier 1, you can spin everything. It automatically submits to the SendWire. Run it from the app inside the window or the backend SaaS. Okay, we're literally creating dozens, hundreds, or thousands of safe backlinks automatically for you and letting you control all this stuff. I'm going to fly through here, okay, guys, for you guys, and get the questions at the end for people who are confused. I've set it up to be newbie friendly. So if you're completely new, don't worry. I've built it to protect you from yourself, and that's based on user experience. I've built these servers for long-term growth. They're all hidden and randomized, so there's no footprint left on our end on your behalf. Okay. There's training PDF that covers monetization from local affiliate online. We have a decentralized server, again, prepares us for long-term growth, and active Facebook group. Okay, drag and drop report maker. We'll go over that at the end. Basic advanced modes. Guys, basically everything's done for you, okay? I want you to focus your time on efficiently on generating revenue, scaling, versus creating web pages. The account that you get to start with this offer today is going to give you 500 sites to start with, 2,000 posts a month. And just a side note, I employ U.S. citizens with college degrees for my support staff. I think Troy does the same. And I don't cheap out on anything, the software or my support. I pay top dollar for it all and a community of awesome entrepreneurs. So if you just do 2 links from each post and you syndicate the SendWire, okay, and you use the example I gave you, you're creating over hundreds of thousands of links a month, and it's thousands of earnings with little focus, letting scale out do the hard stuff. Now, long-term results, I've shown you stuff ranking from 2013 when I first started doing this at Troyer. Fast results, here's something ranking over under 24 hours, making me an expert. I showed you Dan's 10 minutes of work that made $1,700. Here's another result. Page results, 3 spots. You got Google number 1, 4, and 9. And I can roll through these. Let me fast forward. Let's see. So, guys, I've literally automated every step possible so you focus on important things like getting more traffic, which makes you more money. I've already dropped this doctor's salary of my personal cash in development, so put the 100 grand back in your bank towards your college for your kids, your house, whatever it is, because you're about to save a lot of money today. Several of my friends suggested that I not let this go for more than 5 to 10,000 or less than 5 to 10,000. They said, Rymac, take this enterprise only, sell it for $5,000 to $10,000 a pop, and clean up. And they're selfish users, so I know they're extremely biased in those comments. And what happens is, with results everyday people like you, and Ferdinand, one of my customers, who's now a 7-figure earner, and this is a very long testimonial he has. But long story short, guys, this software, my technique, he's a 7-figure earner, and he was not prior to. I can easily and should command that price, and hell, I'd make a lot of money, and I have very happy customers at the same time. But that alienates the majority of you on this call and Troy's crew, and I wouldn't be here to ask you for $10,000 necessarily. So when I went back to the drawing board, I came up with something I felt like I could live with, and that's $2,997 a year. Now, if you can't make that with this software in 1 year, you should probably just not do this stuff. I mean, Dan made over half that with a few minutes of work, and I really want to make sure I hooked up Joe's crew here today and just decided that you can have scale out for $1,997 a year. Dan's 10 minutes of work and one HOA that generates $1,709 nearly covered that cost, guys. So I was hanging out with Joe in Orlando this past weekend. We had lunch, and I told him my decision. He seemed a little tense. He asked me, can you do a little better for my crew? I told him, I'll give you lifetime access to your crew, one-time fee, $1,997, guys. And to sweeten the pot a little bit further, I decided that I'll do $697 a year, or $1,997 lifetime, but I'm going to let anyone on this call who acts fast, as in before this training comes down, okay, which is a long final offer, guys, $1,497 lifetime access, and I'm even dropping the yearly investment to Joe's crew for $497 a year, guys. That's $1.36 per day. web1.co/scale out. The link you've all been waiting for. I'm sorry it took so long to get there. And I'm not joking around. This beast cost me a lot to maintain, and much less to just create, I promise you. As Joe showed you, he did 20-something million posts through SendWire already. It's going to ramp up his costs using this software. My costs go through the roof. It costs a lot more than $1.36 a day. Now, try and scale out with SendWire's integration for 30 days. If you show me that it does not work, I'm just going to double your money back. And as long as you show me you've used the training, you used the software, it didn't work, and you're not going for like the word like money or something like ridiculous, but you're going for things that are actually going to make you money, guys, I'm going to double your money back. Again, web1.co/scale out. That's how confident I am in creating full-time entrepreneurs like Ferdinand, who says, first off, this shit's getting way too easy. I'm ranking for whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm even beating out the military on their terms. Crazy. Much love, Rymac. Warning, this trending comes down. The investments go back to a market price, $697 a year, $1,997 lifetime. Guys, I'm making sales at this price right now. This is a private pricing during this training for Joe Troyer and his SendWire crew, or just his crew in general. I have scheduled other trainings. I'm speaking at events, and I cannot piss off all the attendees who might see this price, so this price cannot stay up forever. Here's Tim Parker. He's talking. He says, I respect the man and his word. You are such a man. And he's talking about the fact that there's no false scarcity and that I do what I say when I'm saying I'm going to do it. And I have for years. So when it comes down, your yearly and lifetime access increases back to its usual $697 a year and almost $2,000 lifetime. Bonus, all scale out users that do not have SendWire, if we catch a few of you on this call, you get a $30-day trial. I'm not sure the price is SendWire right now, but I think I'm close to that in the $500 to $2,000 price range, yearly lifetime type stuff. Now, with my double your money back guarantee and the bonus dollar trial, if you happen to not have SendWire, you have plenty of time to give this a whirl. And guess what you have? Nothing to lose, everything to gain. And remember, the methods I have outlined, guys, work manually. You do not need scale out to have success. You just need scale out to expedite your successes by automating this entire process I outlined today in this presentation. Here's a quick tip. web1.co/scale out. Use scale out to sell blog creation backlinking service, and then just set it all up to drip out. Something like this, guys. Hey, I'll create 30 blog posts for you over 60 days with 2 backlinks from each, and each blog receiving 26 more, now 31 more social bookmarks. That's over 1,200 saved backlinks in total. I'll charge you $100 per blog post. That's an easy $3,000 in the bank, and guess what you do? You set it up, you let scale out do all of the hard work for you. $497 a year, $1,497 one time. Visit web1.co/scale out. Place your order before this comes down. The other bonus, I have over 230 minutes of advanced SEO training that I charged $299 for 2-pay or $499 single investment. It comes with your investment today. At the top of Google, about 8 million results. It's Tom F's results. Rolling R's so I just want to put up this photo of ranking. I just pushed to number 2 for this local keyword. What I want you to take notice of the fact that this is above the local Google pack. This is proof it works. Here's his screenshots. Nothing. Use Hangouts. Ranking like crazy. Now, if you're on this call and you're not in the US of A, you're global. You're in other countries. Here's one of my global users. He's in Russia. Okay, his name's Tony, and he's been killing it In other markets, I can't even read the stuff he's doing, but his screenshots are amazing because he always has results. So, Israel's Rymac was the first person to help me make money online with his Hangout system and software. Israel is now a full-time entrepreneur who used to work a full-time job using Scale Out and this training in the back. He's now killing it locally with his business. Lewis goes on to say, you've made me over $25,000. Here's another one. David, this is more recent from the private group. On May 14th, he makes a post about doing 40 embeds. At the very bottom, on May 16th, he's already at page one, number 8. And he highlights in here how he's ranking for over 300 keyword terms using this. So I'd like to know whose testimonial is going to go here from this call, because there is a lot of people on this call, and I'd love to stick it here. I love nothing more than seeing your success. web1.co/scale out. Another quick tip. I don't want you guys to overlook the local lead generation stuff that's in the training PDF. You can be profitable by the end of the week. Fast action bonus. And this is a new one. I usually don't do this many, but for Joe Troy and his crew, the first 25 people from this training that you scale out in tandem with SendWire, you get first page results, and you simply show me you did just that. I will let you receive lifetime access to any future and past products. Future products is priceless. Past, let me run through that. I have SpyNut. It's a $97 a year plugin. I have a video ads case study. I saved my dad's local business with an ugly video. I'm charging $97 for that. I have a course on scaling out t-shirt campaigns. It's $100. That's actually created a lot of money customer results. I have offline lead gen, which sells for $97, about client acquisition and rapid ranking of YouTube videos. Okay, I have 4,000 to 5,000 happy customers there. And then I even have a $1,000 per entry fee private Facebook group. Think of it as like a VIP, like Delta, Sky Miles, like top of the line. You're in that group, you have an issue, you circumvent my support, and you go right to me, pretty much. First 25 people, okay, guys? Now, don't forget, there's almost 4 hours of extensive SEO training that already comes with Scale Out, and I've just listed nearly $1,400 in products, yours, and they're all listed on my blog, so I'm not full of shit, okay? Go to my blog. You can see these things for sale, making sales right now, and I do not want to confuse the $1,000 Facebook group with the actual Facebook group that comes with awesome scale out customers and people like Albert, who was a full-time truck driver, 18 years driving semis on the road. Okay, scale out took him from that. Now he gets to spend time with his family, and now he's doing SEO and he's killing it. Okay, this is inside a Facebook group. You're going to meet him once you invest at web1.co/scale out. Gary's response to him, again, following me for years and just saying, hey, nobody makes so many friends so fast without helping so many people, and that's why Rymac has been successful, because I've helped so many people get success so fast. Here's another local business, highlights, Jay says, and I've bolded some of the stuff, okay? But for some terms, we took over 9 and 10 spots. In 1 year, our gym grew from 151 members in a 2,500 square foot location to 457 members and a 10,000 square foot location across town. Scale Out was the difference in our 300% growth in 1 year. This is a local brick and mortar business, gym, that used the techniques outlined and Scale Out for 300% growth, a tremendous amount of growth for a local business. He goes on to say, Rymac, you and your team, thanks for putting this together. Absolutely amazing, easy to use program, and for being one of the few ethical gurus whose products are bested by your own integrity. You're going to meet them inside a group, but that's literally $1,400 per person in current products. For my fast action takers, you're getting $1,391 in current products from me and lifetime access to future products. Is that priceless? To you it is, but to me, giving away 25 of those is tangible $34,775 in sales that I'm lighting on fire. That's because I want to see you be successful, and that's way worth it more than making a handful of sales and some products I have laying around. On this call, who thinks I'd like to know you'll be one of the first 25 fast action boners, okay? Get in there. If you're in, let me know right now. If you think you're going to be one of the first 25 to get results, I want to know too. Earl's in. Jerry's in. Mike's in. Eric's already in. Carla's first 25. Mike's in. Tim's in. Ian's in. James is in. Perfect.
Hey, Rymac, can I have the screen for just a second?
Yes,
I
sir.
need
You
to let
can.
everybody what I want to let everybody in on what I need to do or what I want to do for everybody too,
Grab
and
it.
then we need to talk about the exchange too.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. We hadn't got there. So show everybody what you want, and let's talk about the exchange. Let me get that queued up on my screen, so go
Uh,
ahead and grab it.
okay. Cool. Let's see. All right. Cool. So, guys, I hope you guys dig this. If this was good stuff, just give me a one in the chat. Whether you're going to get scale out or not, if this was good stuff and you guys are going to use this, give me a one in the chat. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Awesome. Cool. So again, guys, high level. This is the linking structure. If you didn't get a screenshot, get it now. I'm taking it away in just a second. All right. Okay, if you guys are doing local lead gen, you guys are doing affiliate marketing, no matter what it is, you should start out and you should use this linking strategy. It's been working for me for many years, and it's going to continue to work. Everybody was asking if this stuff sticks. Yes, it sticks. Okay, so I originally had 3 bonuses for you guys, but I want to do something a little different too. I'm going to add in another one for you guys. So Rymac, I'm gone next week. I'm gone the 28th through the 2nd. Would you be available to do a bonus call with me when I get back?
What is that, June? June, let me look at
Yeah,
that.
so like let's say like the around the 5th. I'm not looking at the calendar, but in June, beginning part of
It
June.
needs to be. I'm looking at my calendar across my office. June 4th to 8th. I'm traveling, so
Okay. So let's do it later. Let's try to get it in for later the week of the 8th. Let's say like the 10th, 11th, 12th. We'll shoot for something like that.
yep,
If
that's
not, we'll
perfect.
do the beginning of the next week. So I just want to do a bonus call and go through a bunch of examples, and we'll pull together some case studies and share them with you guys too
Perfect.
as well, and make sure that no stone goes unturned, and that you guys are all taken care of when you guys get in there. I also too, Rymac, how's that bonus work where you said everybody can get your products for free, your upcoming and
Yeah,
past
no, this
ones?
this is what it
How's
is.
that work?
This is how it is. So you invest right now, the scale out. You start using it immediately, and then once you use it, you do outline the training. Send in your results. Once you're getting first page results, show me you've done that. Give me your login, so my developer will confirm you used my system, and I give you all access to everything, and we put you on a list of
Okay.
grandfather in future use. So it's
Okay.
people not just buying it, you just can't invest. You have to invest and use it, and show me you're using it and it's working for
Okay.
you, and that's how it
Okay,
works.
cool. I want to add one more bonus on top of that. So, just to add to what you're doing, we have a workshop coming up, the Passive Assets Mastermind, here in West Palm Beach. Okay, it's the first weekend in June. Okay, I believe it's the 5th and the 6th, and it's $1,000 to come. Okay, we are officially full, but whoever submits this bonus, just like Rymax said, the first person is also going to get the opportunity to come hang out with us at this Passive Assets Mastermind. And again, this was $1,000 for the ticket, and we are sold out. So again, all that you guys need to do, use Scale Out, show that you're getting results, and you guys will skip the whole qualification and everything to come to the event. No questions asked, and you don't have to pay the $1,000. Cool? Does that make sense? Give me one in the chat if that makes sense.
Mike says, West Palm area, come. I love it.
Okay, cool. So then I wanted to throw in some other stuff for you guys as well. So if you don't already, I want to give all of you guys that pick up Hangout Daredevil 1 month of ACT Enterprise for free, right? So if you're doing local, you need to be using phone call tracking so you can show your customers what it is that you're doing for them. Okay. If you can't show your customers on a local level, if that's what you're doing, if you can't show them what it is that you're doing for them, meaning how many calls you're sending them, what kind of business you're sending them, okay, your leads don't mean shit because they don't understand what they're getting from you. Okay. So I'll give you guys 1 month of ACT Enterprise for free. Guys, this sells every month for $97. Okay. So I'm going to give you a month of our other tool suite called the PPC BizBox. Again, all for free. This if you guys are interested in selling AdWords services, this tool is an freaking godsend. It'll help you guys find people that are spending a boatload of money on advertising, even if you just want to go sell to those people and you want to sell them SEO because you know that they're spending 50, 60, or 100 grand a month on AdWords. This will help you find those people. Okay, if you actually want to do PPC stuff, you guys have seen this before, guys. We sell this at 99 bucks a month. We'll give you a month for free of this as well. And last but not least, you guys are going to get a free month of the Academy. Okay, so the Academy is ridiculous. I once called this the best deal that we ever gave. And the reason is because it's 22 courses and trainings, 7 different tools and software, 7 different lead magnets, and then we do a monthly Q&A and a monthly training. I mean, the value in this is absolutely insane. And this one's 99 bucks a month again. So $300 in value just on the last 3 bonuses, plus $1,000 for the workshop. So I mean, just on my end, guys, 1,300 bucks in retail value. Cool. So Remak, I'll hand it back over to you, but I wanted to share this with everybody. And again, we'll be doing that training as well after the workshop in June together, Rymac and I, and we'll invite all of you guys that purchase Scale Out onto the call.
And by the way, too, guys, so with Joe Troy and his crew, it's gonna be the first time that I've actually agreed, and he didn't ask me this till now, so he could sort of force my hand, but agreed to come on extra for somebody in order to do another course. So everybody tell Joe thank you for tricking me into that one. Well done, Joe. So yes, of course.
Well, I knew you told me no before, but I didn't think you'd tell me no on the call.
Yeah, no. So yeah, exactly. You won't tell me no in front of thousands of people. Perfect. So definitely. I want to get to questions in a minute. Let's wrap up what we're. If you want to give me back the screen.
Real quick, social exchange, buddy.
Oh yeah, so I need the screen.
We got to show you guys this.
Yep, give me the screen back, and I want to show you the social exchange. We're calling it Scale Social. You guys are the first ones to see this. As soon as I get the screen back here, let me see. Organize. Here we go. Oop, I need to right-click that one. Make presenter to myself. Are you sure? Yes. Show my screen. What is this? Get out of here. Okay, so let me pull this over. I logged into Scale Social. Now, guys, you are the first ones seeing Scale Social. Not even current customers have this or have seen it. They knew that it was sort of coming. What is Scale Social? Scale Social is where we're sticking our Hangouts on air, or HOAs, after we've ran it through Scale Out. We've done everything that we've outlined in this training. Then we're sticking it back into this exchange to get real views, okay? And these real views are pushing people from, especially us and our customers, from the second page or third page to the first page because they're becoming relevant because they're getting real views. Now, I'm going to show you the back here. Excuse me, let me show you how new this still is, okay? It says staging.scalesocial. It hasn't been moved to its actual domain yet. And that's because I'm going to show you guys first. Now, what we want to do is say we have, let me grab a YouTube link here. I'm just going to YouTube real quick and just get, actually let's do this. Let me find a YouTube link of mine. We'll do Kelly's restaurant.
And guys, don't bust on Ryan too hard for not being prepared for this. I literally talked him into it this morning before the webinar.
Yeah, he really did. So let me grab a YouTube link real quick. Off screen here, and perfect. Got one. Okay, so there's 2 things. It's an exchange, and let me preface this with how this came about. I ran Scale Out, I ran, the syndication, everything, and I had a really tough keyword that we got to right to the top of page 2. And I went to my private group of people and said, hey, search this keyword, find this video, and watch it, okay? And then let me know if you watched it, and then let's see what happens. Maybe 6 or 12 people max actually did that within a few hours. I looked at the next day, it went from the top page 2 to number 1. Okay, so that's the idea behind this. Scale Social is getting real views, okay, real views to your actual videos, which boosts your rankings. Oh, let's turn that down. That automatically played in the background. Okay, so you have my videos, which you're going to be able to add. So, and let's just say we add this video. Oh, actually, test for Troyer, you name it, whatever, so you can remember. Select the video type. Right now we have YouTube. We're going to update this with different types of video because you can take embeds of other video sites and put them into these if you want. Okay, and here's a YouTube of the URL video that's grabbed from the internet. Okay, and that's where we would add it in. Now, what are the actions? Right now, it's just for views. What's about to happen very soon, and what we've already built in the past, we're just basically rebuilding it, is you're going to get comments, likes, and shares. Okay? Right now, we have views. So I click, I want to view. Okay? Now, how long do I want the person to view it? Let me refresh off screen here. This video is, go back. This video is 34 seconds long. Okay? So if I want somebody to do it for 34 seconds, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 34 seconds. If you watch my video for 34 seconds, what do I want to do? I want to give you 1 credit. Okay, everybody will start with a default amount of credits, which is 10. Okay, and if I want you to watch this video more than once, or allow you to watch it more than once, I can say, you know what, you can watch this video 3 times, or you know what, you can watch it 2 times. Okay, then I add it into the exchange. Now it's in there in the exchange, test for Troyer, and any other users can go in here and then watch this video. Okay, so this is my side. So if I go to my exchange right now, and it's so new that there's only a couple things in here, as you can see. Off to the side, you can see that I have 1,000 credits. You guys, I own it, so I get 1,000 credits. That's the joys of being an owner or something. But you guys are going to start for 10 credits, and it's more than enough. Okay, the number of active videos, I have 1. Okay, so say I want to watch this video to earn some credits. I would click on it, and it says view, 2 credits. So if I view this video, okay, and it says a countdown timer. Let me zoom in to help you guys out. I know screen share. A countdown timer will appear starting for 20 seconds and will continue to count down as long as the YouTube window is active. When the countdown finishes, you will be awarded 2 credits. So what this is saying is you have to watch this for 20 seconds. If you don't keep the window up, it will not award you the credits. Why do I do that? To make sure that my customers are getting real views on the screen. I don't know if YouTube monitors or Google monitors a minimized video. So I want it on your screen, I want it playing, I want it real, and this is what has worked for us in the past for years now. So I click play a video, and here it is. It opens up this video into the side screen. I have to watch it for 20 seconds. Now, if I don't watch it for 20 seconds, I minimize, guys, what happened? Get in the chat box. Can you see what happened to the timer? What did it do? Stopped, okay? So, with that, we're getting real views, okay? So I want to do it one more time with another video. I want to show this to you. Watch what's happening. I'm going to click on this one, okay? Play video. Now, I have to watch it for 10 seconds in order to actually get, so it's starting to play. Here's a timer. If I decide I'm not watching it, I get out of it. It stops, okay? Same thing. So what I'm saying is you can't, it's a give and take. What happened was people were saying, watch my shit, watch my shit, watch my shit, but never returning the favor. So I forced credits. So it's a very cheap way, a free way, to earn credits in real views. You basically bribe people. If you have a short video, fewer credits. You have a long video, more credits. I'm starting everybody off with 10 credits, so everybody on this call actually will be the first users in here from this call, and I'm going to move my previous users from the other viewing exchange that we have that has thousands in it over, so that everybody starts getting views immediately. Okay, guys? Now, it's helping each other. Now, future stuff for the exchange. Comments. Instead of just views, you can ask for comments. So when you go to my videos and you go to add a new one, down here where it says, let me do this again, test, select video type, YouTube, URL, right? Down here it says view. It's also going to say comment, like, share, not like Google Plus one and share. We're going to stay away from Facebook for this one for obvious reasons.
Hey, Ryan, can I interject real quick?
Yes.
So, guys, the reason that I pushed Rymax so hard to do this is because I've been doing a bunch of testing lately. How many of you guys have seen me mail to Digital Triggers, and I do a cool little video, but then I make you guys share and engage in order to get bonus content? Just give me a 1 or a yes or a no in the chat. Okay. Okay, so like everybody's seen it, right? You seen it? Okay, so why am I doing that? because it's working like gangbusters, right? So from the views, the comments, okay, the shares, we are ranking very, very, very well. Without me building myself any backlinks, I've done a test. Without building any backlinks myself, I ranked on Google for how to rank on Google Maps. Okay, so if you don't think that's a competitive keyword, you probably shouldn't be on this call, right? So I'm competing with Google themselves. I'm competing with Moz, Search Engine Land, and all these big boys, and I'm on the first page. Okay, that's why I push so hard for Rimac to push this in, because this is part of the future.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, guys. And what we've been doing, and I think we can probably highlight some of the stuff when we go over our immersion in June, the bonus you added in there. But on this page, so right now it's views, and views are enough. But very soon, and what we've been doing is comments on your YouTube. So you can say for 1 credit if you view it, 1 credit if you leave a comment, and 1 credit if you Google Plus one it. Right, and it's all built in to make sure they're real. It looks natural, and it's not like going to Fiverr and getting a provider to give you 30,000 views and comments and likes in a month, which looks not natural. Because of the way Exchange is, everything looks super natural, and we have users using this in under another URL that we're moving over to this one. So it's been working for years, the same way that I've been working with Troyer since 2013. This exchange and this method has put our Hangouts and our rankings overboard, and it's so new, guys. I don't even have the logo in here yet. You see a Scale Out logo still in here. We're putting a logo in today, moving it out and rolling it out today. But we're going to make sure that no matter my rollout structure or pricing for Scale Social, which stands alone from Scale Out, everybody on this call, you will get access to Scale Social, guaranteed. You won't pay us another penny for this service, which will cost money once I actually roll it out. Okay, guys? So let's get that down and over. And I think there's only a couple more slides here. And we'll finish slides, and we'll go right into Q&A because there's a lot of people still on here. So swap the view. I know a lot of people are gone, and I can't wait to put people from this call in your testimony in here. It should start off, I was on the call with Troyer, and now I'm killing it. So guys, I just want to give you sort of another last warning here, and I'm not making this up. The price will increase. Let me find another page here. Let's see. Here's another private promotion I did. At the end, what happens is it goes up to $697 a year and $19.97. You can see right here. This is the other person's page. This is a no shit sales page taking on sales. So, not whistling Dixie here, as my grandma used to say to me. My grandma raised me, right? Not whistling Dixie here. The price will rise to that level. And I know at least a handful of everybody's gone from here, going for those fast action bonuses. But for everyone else, web1.co/scaleout. Let's go over questions. Let's go over questions. So, Joe, I know you've probably been catching a lot. If there's questions you want to ask, if not, for the hundreds of people left in this call, let's get questions in over here because I'm paying attention to the questions box now. Let's see. We'll see.
Do we get the Exchange software free with the purchase of ScaleOut? Yes, Gregory, that's what we just went through.
Let's see, Ryan, I have ScaleOut already, but I'm not sure if it's a lifetime. I think it is. Ian, write into our support or hit up Uzi. Uzi, grab Ian in the chat box. Uzi, UZZI at ssmilk.co. It's his email. Send him email your question, and he'll be able to identify. I want to cover another thing. So some of you were customers of the original version that I made of this, okay? It was called HCD for short, or the Hangout Daredevil. Now, if you were a customer of the original version, you get a grandfathered account that gets 250 sites at it and 1,000 posts a month. If you jump on today with Troyer's, with this call and this training, you get activated to earn the fast action bonus, the first 25, okay? They get to get all my other products past and future for free. You get the bonus that Joe has implemented with his ACT platform and the immersion course, okay, into June. that you do not get just because you're a customer of mine a year and a half ago. That's not fair to Joe and his crew, everybody else jumping in today. So you do get an account if you were a customer or you already are a customer, but if you want all the extra stuff that comes with today's training, you have to reinvest to web1.co/scale out. Okay, guys, so just to clear the air on that. Let's see, I've been waiting this for months. Okay, went past. Can normal YouTubes be as effective? If you want to use normal YouTube videos inside of Scale Out, let me pull a window back over and log back in because I kind of flew through the demo. When you make a post, guys, and you go to add a post, and under the content part, right here, you have a source. So you can change the source and you can embed manually previous YouTube videos you have if you would like them on there. Okay? My application, though, if you do not manually embed any other embed codes, when you click go, it grabs the embed code of this window that you're in, this Hangout on Air, and it embeds it on the posts as I've shown. Okay, so of course you can use pre-done videos to embed on your tier 1 sites made by ScaleOut. You can also make it your main linking target if you want to rank other videos using the custom YouTube link. Okay, just to clear that up. What about renewals after the first year? If you get in right now at the $497 a year, web1.co/scaleout, next year, guess what? It's $497 too. It's not going to raise to the $697. The price you come in at is where you stay. I'm not going to do some bait and switch and say invest $497 today and then a year from now charge you $697. I'm not a dickhead. Let's see. Yes, I do recommend combining this with your private PBN. Okay, and I talk about that in the advanced training inside of ScaleOut. Let's see. Troyer, did you see any questions off the top of your head you want me to answer? Can I queue unique articles versus spin articles? Yeah, spin. Yes, you can, Josh. You can do unique and spun. I showed in the actual demo, I showed spun content. And just to show you again, this was the one I just ran live right here. Let's look at this. Oh, how many people on this call are local marketers and you report to clients? Let me know in the call. Let me know. Yep, me. Right? Okay, so this is for you real quick. Yes. Okay, this is for you. So here is the job I just ran live for you guys. When you watch the replay, you'll be able to see this again. It'll help you, okay, if the replay goes out. But this ScaleOut created all of these pages and submitted all of these. So what's happening here? Here's your post, okay, and so this page, let me open this blogger in a new page. So here's the first thing it made, okay, right here. Now, this link right here is now automatically submitted to SendWire for the 31 further links. That's what this success represents. So the success right here, this page being made, here's the embed where it automatically embedded it, here's the content, and here is links out, okay? Submit to SendWire. Same thing here. This page was made. Now, if you want to show this and you're selling to your client, which I suggest you do, hey, I'll make 15 posts for you, like I did right here. I'll take each one of those posts and then I'll get them 31 further backlinks, and I'll make sure that each post links to your site, giving you safe links. ScaleOut just went and did all this right in front of your eyes within minutes. Okay, and then you can charge them per post. Say you're charging $100 per post. These are 15. This is $1,500 worth of work, which we've done all the time. Then all you need to do is go over here to your reporting feature, and it's a drag and drop reporting feature. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see this. Okay, so we add a box. If you want an image of your company logo, right, you can put an image. You click image, you click add. Here it is. It added this image down here. You can drag this image up, make it as big or small as you want. Okay. Now, say you want the posting status, because that's what your clients care about. What's all the work that's been done? Drag it down over here, and then I can make it here, and there it is, right? Say I want the posting log, okay? Add it. It adds a posting log. I drag it down over here, right? And then I can pull this out, and it's going to show you your posting logs, okay? So it's basically a drag and drop editor because what happened was a lot of our local and enterprise people were like, hey, we want our things to look a certain way because and then once you're done, you simply click create PDF. It's going to go and create the PDF like for you. That was a pretty ugly PDF, but it's right down here. I can't open it because my PDF, oh, it is perfect. I fixed PDF. So here it is right here. So your logo here, here's the job post, here's the posting, and we just submitted that and made this ugly PDF for a client. Okay, so we have that, so you control that, and then they can see their links, they can see everything you did, and everything's there for you outlined very easily. So we did that for our local people because it's a huge, huge thing for us. Okay, guys? Good, so let's see. No, the software does not create the WordPress.com, Tumblr.com, or Blogger.com sites. Where can you go to get those done for cheap, guys? Who can guess? Have you ever heard of a site called Fiverr? Right? Tasha says he's in. Awesome. So here's an advanced tactic for you guys. So you can go to Fiverr and type in like blog. Let's just say like Tumblr, right? Tumblr. Let's type in Tumblr and see what comes back first. Okay, let's do this together. So it comes back. Let's do it by highest rating. Okay, I will put anything to my Tumblrs. I will mention you. I will create, build, and edit a Tumblr website. Okay, here's one person that do this for you, 35 reviews. Okay, I suggest not doing that. Here's someone that will give you 5+ expired Tumblrs with a page authority of 30+. This means that you're starting off with a Tumblr that's a little aged, a little trusted, but 5 of them that you can claim put right into your scale out and have 5 trusted Tumblrs already. This is better than starting with a brand new account. So it's a little trick. You get scale out, find some aged Tumblr blogs or blog spots or WordPress sites, you put them in, and now you're posting from aged WordPress sites. And what happens when you do that, guys, is let me actually go into Incognito's Windows so you guys know I'm not just gaming stuff here for my ones over here. What happens is I recently was pretty screwed at a restaurant here in Columbia, and nobody really listened to care, so I went to scale out. I screen shared a PowerPoint, and then I ran a job through 15 accounts, some new, some a little aged, some trusted. What happens is if you type in the name of this restaurant, Kelly's Restaurant, and I don't like using my powers for negativity, but just to show you the power and scale out, you see May 17th is when I did this. What is it, May 26th? So 9 days ago. Kelly's Restaurant Vista, number 2. Here's the embed at number 3. And remember, all this is submitted to SendWire. There's no content here, okay, guys? At number 2 and 3 for one of these keywords. So if someone's searching for this, here's another one of my embeds. Guys, check this out at number 5. So I have 3 spots. Here it is again. Embed it. Okay? Here's my link back out, right? And all this was done by SendWire. All I did was create the actual job that I just showed you how to do. And it works for other things in this city that are so these are suggested words. Kelly's Restaurant, Columbia SC, it suggests hours. If I click hours, which means people will want to think about going there, number 2, in under 10 days with my software, there it is again, warning people not to go there. Same thing. Okay, guys, you can do that. And right here at the bottom, here's another one. Okay, so and here again, so I have 30%, and this is in 9 days. So 39 days from now, I'm going to own half of all these web pages by letting Scale Out and SendWire do all of the hard work for me. Okay, guys, so it's just an example. Let's see. I'm in. Graham says you're evil. I only like using it every once in a while. I've only had to use it once before, and that was against Delta. And I'm one of Delta's favorite customers now, so we'll leave it at that.
If you guys have any specific questions, you're on the fence, trying to figure out if you're getting in or not, do us a favor and let us know what's stopping you. And on the flip side, if you already jumped in, do Rymac and Usman a favor and tell them what was the number one thing that pushed you guys past, so they can make sure that they clarify this stuff in the future for people.
Definitely. You're evil. Wow, don't mess with Rymac. No, you shouldn't. And guys, I don't just like set out to like, use this stuff negatively, but if I've been wrong, I went through all the channels, like literally all of the proper channels, and everybody's just like, screw you, guy. I'm gonna take to, and I even misspelled the word. So Philip says you misspelled review, so it doesn't even matter. It's still ranking. Apologize. Late question. How many hours are we going to broadcast in HOA? The example I just showed you is just a screen share. I didn't even talk. If you Google what I just showed you and go watch the video, it's like 30 seconds of nothing but one screen. So you don't need a lot of content on the actual HOA itself. Okay, it's mainly the fact that Google just absolutely loves itself in the Hangouts on Air. So let's switch this over again.
Hey, Rymac, can you talk about how you decide what content should go on what site or what type of theming you do? Or I know that a bunch of your WordPress sites that you guys have built out your own domains are aged and you put everything on them. Would you share that with everybody? Kind of your thoughts on that process?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things. So because of other marketers saying, you need unique content, you need unique themes, or this, that, and the other, I'm gonna tell you now, guys, I have thousands of websites on the internet, and out of the thousands that are WordPress sites, we'll back up. Out of the thousands that are WordPress sites specifically to build a PBN, maybe 5% of them are not WordPress sites, okay? And that's because over the years, every once in a while, I throw in a random like HTML coded site that I don't use WordPress on the back end, okay? Then on the themes of the actual WordPress sites, there are everything from free themes used. Okay, if you notice my examples, those are free themes used that WordPress provides. I spend zero time on having special themes or designs made for sites that are there specifically in a tier 1 basis in order to point to the money site we want to make. You want to spend the time to create a pretty site after you're getting traffic to a site that you want to convert, because now you know that you're getting traffic and you know you need to convert it. So now you work on making those conversions. Okay, outside of the WordPress sites, I have thousands of more sites that are Tumblrs or bloggers. All those come with basic type themes. A very small percentage, I wouldn't know off the top of my head, are actually built with like pretty or different themes just to randomize the footprint. And guess what? You get that done where else but Fiverr. Okay, and they'll build out pretty looking Tumblrs and blog spots for you. I would focus on changing your theme of your WordPress blog or Tumblrs to a 5 to 10% level. So if you create 100 sites, you want 5 to 10 of those to be completely different from the other 95. And that gives a small variation in your footprint. Okay? Let's see. My chat box is going all the way up to the beginning.
Let's see. Glenn Bowman says 41.41 a month. You got to be kidding me. Of course I'm in.
Yeah, it's easy. And I lost the, I don't know about you, Joe, but my GoToWebinar interface is ridiculously like just dragging.
Yeah,
it's all of the
it's
people.
dying.
Yeah, it's like bananas, man. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the bottom of recent questions here.
Let's see, Ryback, are you seeing differences in speed of ranking with Hangout on Airs versus YouTube Live?
No, nothing that makes a difference. The main difference is just your editability in the actual YouTube Live or Hangouts. There's really no speed or difference that I've noticed it's enough to make me care. But I will tell you guys, the future of scale out, scale social, everything I'm doing, YouTube Live is the next thing to code into. When I started coding into Hangouts on Air, YouTube Live wasn't available. Then YouTube Live became available, and if you've been around for a couple years, you remember you used to have 100 subscribers to get access to YouTube Live. I was one of the first people that had YouTube Live, and I never noticed a huge, tremendous rankings in speed because Google loves YouTube or Hangout HOAs and YouTube Live the same. They've just made it so that there's more flexibility in what you can do in YouTube Live. They made it a little bit harder to code into. So because there's no real difference in speed of scale or rankings, I focus everything on HOAs. Once we've conquered this and built this properly, then I'm going to focus on drilling into YouTube Live and scaling this scale out process into more YouTube features. Okay, so let's see. Trying to get down to the bottom, guys. I'm trying to see the most recent comments, but if you guys could see the questions box over here, holy crap! Please go.
I've just been hammering out on the questions box. I mean, I think ultimately we have most of them answered. So again, guys, do us a favor. If we haven't answered your question, go ahead and post it in here. We're going to try to get this thing wrapped up.
Let's see.
So Jim Harris is asking about the credits with Scale Social and the exchange.
Yeah, so this is what it is. So Scale Social started in the Facebook thread, and I said, hey guys, go and try something for me. Come back and tell me how it works, and tell me you did it. They did it, so I said, you know what, it works. We're going to turn this one Facebook thread into post your links here if you want if you want to get some free views and boost your rankings. What happened was we'd have assholes coming in going, watch my stuff, watch my stuff, watch my stuff, watch my stuff, but they would never watch people's stuff. So with the credit system, everybody starts with 10 credits. You say, hey, I'll give you 2 credits to watch my 45-second HOA. They watch it. We make sure they watch it. They get 2 credits. You lose 2 credits. Now you need to go watch somebody else's to earn credits back. So it's a give and take. So it's to make sure that people are watching, and people just start being selfish. And so you start with 10 credits. If I see that doesn't seem to be enough, then we'll boost it up a little bit. Everybody starts with credits, and you can be in there doing that, or your VA, your outsourcer, your employee can go on there and cut aside an hour to watch videos, and then that way you make sure all your videos are getting watched just the same. You can put in YouTube videos or HOA links. It doesn't have to be HOA, because what happens when you're done with a Hangout on Air is you now have a YouTube video. It's not live, it's not on air, now it's just a video on YouTube. So they're one and the same. So any of your YouTube links that are sitting out there right now, say you're trying to get pushed to the first page or get better rankings, go throw those in there too. They do not have to be specifically from anything you do in Scale Out, any YouTube link.
Rymac, can you post a link in the chat for your support desk?
Yes, I can.
Or Usman?
It's running so slow, man, on my side. I'm trying to, every time I click something and go to a webinar, it takes freaking, all right, so view, I want to use the questions. And I clicked it, and now, yeah, give me 1 second here, Joe, I got you. View. Chat. Okay, here we go. Here's my support desk. I'm putting in the chat right now. I'm sorry, guys. GoToWebinar is lagging tremendously on our side just because of the sheer amount of people. There it is. Usman got it in there, and I'm getting in there to finish it. Oh shit! I did it organized. Yeah, support at spilledmilk.zendesk.com. Actually, that might be shortened, but I'm not 100%. Let me see if that's been shortened yet. It's shorter. So it has to be shortened. Nope, it hasn't been shortened yet. So I'll get it shortened before the replay. But that's my support. God bless. I wish I could get to the bottom of these questions, man. It's driving me crazy. It will not go down. You know how you get screwed up to the top and you can't get to the bottom because questions keep coming in?
Let's see. Emilio says, can you talk about the bonus training that you guys are giving? Well, I'm just starting to actually put this stuff into use in terms of the new scale out system. I always use the system in the past that Ryan had previously. So I'm going to be putting this into use and showing you guys how I'm doing things, and I'm sure Rymac will be as well. Any new ninja tips, tricks. But the biggest thing, Emilio, is I want to make sure that all of you guys are starting and that you guys are actually getting this stuff into use. So for me, I want to do more of an immersion call to make sure that you guys understand this stuff backwards and forwards, and so that you actually start using this stuff right away. For me, that's the biggest thing. I want to make sure you guys actually get this stuff going.
Yeah, and that's the thing for me too, is that's why I have the fast action bonus for people using and show me or using it and getting results, because it works. For one, it makes believers. He's like, you know what, this isn't hard. For two, and for three, I'm trying to educate you on how you're building these social PBNs, we'll call them, But these are long-term digital assets. Like say that you've done all this scale out work and you have 50 different digital assets in tier one and you're ranking the shit out of one of your client sites and he stops paying you. Guess what? You have control over all your tier one links. You can go in there and change all of those to anything else, and he stops paying you, he stops getting traffic and results for you. So you take back control of your earnings with that respect. A lot of people try to arbitrage and say, pay me $1,000, I'll rank you, and then they go and they outsource the entire process to somebody. And then if that person stops paying them, the other person isn't just going to take the links down. Like, you control everything. And the word PBN is scary. Private blog network scares people. So I try not to use it. And this is sort of a way of tricking you and building one automatically that's powerful that you control that works. And this works for years, and it's going to continue to work until the end of Google. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of the chat box, man. This is crazy.
Let's see. Richard Jones, Rymac says, Rymac, please, I need to know, can this work to push a ripoffreport.com off of page one of Google?
Yes, it can. It most certainly can. So you can run continuous jobs and run scale out for your keyword, for the name or company, whatever it is, and it will definitely push anything to the second page. I can't tell you how many people I've pushed to the second page, and you can do it in a lot faster than any other way. Any other way. There's no faster way than scale out. Because what happens, guys, is you're pointing all this stuff to your money site. But over time, especially for reputation management purposes, there's a lot less competition. Your tier one sites start ranking on the first page. And they're all pointing to your money site anyway, so it doesn't matter if somebody clicks on it. They're going to be like, man, this guy's first, second, third, and fourth, and seventh. Like, he must be really trusted by Google. So definitely, this is a great reputation management tool. And definitely used it for that in the past as well.
Let's see. Jim Harris says, guys, I have an e-commerce store. Can I do this for watch product on my store to absolutely smash it? Rymac, I don't think you got to show the AR-15 example. I think I pushed you right past that.
No, I didn't.
I think that would be a good example for Jim here with the physical products.
Yeah, let me show you how we're doing physical products. And this will just show you again how, let me find the incognito window real quick. End up getting so many here. Let's get it here. Let's scale out work. And right click incognito. Now I go to incognito just to show you that the results are not, because Google's returning me to a site that I already did. Zoom out. Okay, so let me show this to you. So if you type in like a bigger money keyword, AR-15 offset sites, this has actually only been with 2 jobs in scale out and not much love after that. And what we did was we proved that we can get traffic for this keyword. It's a money keyword. And now that we need to go back and we need to edit this to try to get conversions of traffic. So AR-15 offset sites is a very passionate niche, very specific, and it gets a lot of traffic. Amazon's at number 1. Here's an older YouTube video at number 2. Here's an authority site in the place at number 3. At number 4 is another authority site, AR15.com. And here's my ugly scale-out made WordPress post at number 1. Now, here's where we actually ranked. Is this right here? This is a embed. You can see, guys, it says scale-out demo for potential beta users. I was just showing how it makes the post. All I was trying to was show the post that it makes, and then I added in a link here. The keyword's not even in the content. There's almost no content, guys, you can see. And this affiliate link just goes to our Amazon product. Okay, so now that I've proven that with my software I can go right to the first page, now it's time to keep running it and actually turn this into a prettied up website. And this is what I mean, guys, about getting in fast, getting in ugly, and make sure you get traffic first. Okay, so I wasted the least amount of time, because what happens if this didn't work? I wasted a small amount of time. What happens now that it works? I need to go back and have a development team make this site pretty, because we're getting first page rankings for several keywords to our Amazon listing and our physical products. Okay, guys.
It seems like quite a few people are really digging this part. Who give me one in the chat if you do physical products. Wow, quite a few people. So, Rymac, on that bonus call, let's make sure that we talk a bunch about physical products and rankings too. I
Done.
can show you guys on FBA how to, with Amazon, how to rank your Amazon site using the scale out and using SendWire very, very, very easily. Rymac, go back to that search results page. I want to show everybody just something that a lot of people don't see when they hit a page. Go up just a little bit. But guys, what's ranking here? There we go. So Amazon.com is number one, right? Then YouTube, some big forum, right? Another big forum,
Brand new
and
WordPress
then
site.
Rymax site, right?
Brand new WordPress site too.
Brand new WordPress site. So guys, come on, we could beat out that YouTube ranking, right? Okay, and then at the top, I'll show you guys on the bonus webinar some rankings that we've been getting for Amazon stuff. Okay, and how we're building links to Amazon stuff to actually get it to rank in Google.
So
That sound good?
here's another one too. We'll do that. Here's custom shoelaces. One of our companies, we do custom shoelaces. We have ads at the top. We have this guy right here, and then here's our here's us and these are all using scale out tier 1 links boosted by SendWire, pushing to pointing to this. This is our money site. Okay, so this is our money site ranking right here for this keyword. Not only that, we have right here what number 3 too. Okay, you see that? So we've taken up 2 of the top 3 spots with custom shoelaces, and in the top 3 spots is where you get like 85–90% of your traffic. And so like if I change these around to like buy, let me just show you this. Okay, let's just talk about converting keyword traffic for a second. So if I type in the word shoelaces, let me know in the chat box how many people think that people buy this is a converting keyword. You type in the word shoelaces, doesn't mean you're searching for anything in particular, okay? But there should be somewhere. Here I am. I'm down here, okay? I'm number like 6. Why do I not care? Or I'm at the bottom, right? Why do I not care about being number 1? This is not a converting keyword for me, guys. The word shoelaces does not get me customers. What gets me customers? Custom shoelaces. Rest of this. Here's where we're going. Buy custom shoelaces, right? How about that? How about people looking with a buyer intent, and here I am at number 1. Okay, guys? Here's our Amazon listing right here at number 3. Okay, guys? So let me see if we have any other things on here. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But we're using.
I think we have plenty to talk about with physical products too.
Yeah, we got plenty to talk about, and linking structures and pointing this stuff to your money sites. It doesn't always have to be HOA. Again, the HOA is the powerful part of the strategy that Google really pays attention to. So we got that. Let's see. Let me try to see if I can actually get these comment box open. It's driving me crazy, man, that I cannot, that I just cannot see these comments.
So let's see. Glenn Wasserman says, "How about rep management training using Scale Out?" Man, it's so easy for Glenn with Scale Out doing rep management. Do the review or get the review video, right? So do a Hangout review yourself, or use something like Rep Videos to actually do the review. Broadcast it like it's live. Use Scale Out to do the tier 1 links, SendWire to hit the YouTube video itself or the Hangout video itself, and then write all the tier 1 links as well. And I mean, that's pretty much it, Glenn. I mean,
it really is, and this is what I show. Like when it comes to reputation management, there's usually a lot less competition for the word that's bad. So it's like your name review, your company review, or just your name. If you type in, and this isn't a good example, if you type in sequential marketing expert, and I talked about this earlier, I'm at number 1, I'm at number 2, I'm at number 3, and I'm at number 6 down here, okay? So if this was a low competition word that I had bad branding for on the internet, which this word represents, one scale-out job took over 5 pages, okay, 5 listings on this page. You would just keep doing that with scale-out to mark down these jobs. So with reputation management, it becomes easy, low competition keywords, but you usually have a bad brand with those low competition keywords, and it's easy to scale out to push them down and just blanket several pages. There's a lot of advanced stuff you can do, like setting up your Hangouts on Air to run every 30 minutes. Go create one job for 20 sites, syndicate it, run it, do a screen share for 10 seconds of Ryan McKinney's awesome, and then 30 minutes later, go to the next Hangout you set up, run another job, another 20 sites, run another thing, Ryan McKinney's amazing. And you can do that like 3 or 4 times over a couple hours, and just sit back and let scale out and SendWire pretty much blanket the first 3 pages for you. And there isn't much behind that after that. You're done. Nobody's gonna mess with you after that one. So still impossible for me to get to the bottom of this chat box. I don't know what to do. Just don't know what to do, Joe. Like I cannot.
The chat's basically pretty dead in terms of questions that are stopping people from buying. Everybody's just still hanging out with us. I mean, we have close to over 400 people on the call just hanging out. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. We've been just kind of staying on, hanging out with you guys, trying to answer as many questions as possible. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm done. Like I can't. There's no way, dude. I simply cannot get to the bottom of the chat box because of the activity inside of it. All right, let's do this. You want to do saved rounds, like final, like, hey, I'm in, or I want to get scale out, but there's just one question that we have not answered before I get it to make sure it's the proper investment for me and my business. Let's get those in now. We'll give you about 45 to 60 seconds to do that, and if they don't come in, then we pretty much will just wrap it up and go from there.
Let's see. Any payment plans? No, Hunter. Sorry, no payment plans.
Yeah, what you see.
How long will this be available, Robert? We're not even going to run a replay. This is it, man.
Yeah,
41 a month, Glenn says. Exactly.
Or 41 a month, dollar and change a day. Look, before this call, I needed a Monster. I drove to the store. I probably spent $1 in gas. Spent $4 because it's 2 for $4. $5 just to make this call happen. It was like 4 or 5 days of scale out, and I wasted it in 20 minutes driving to the store. Put it in perspective.
Sam wants to know when the bonus webinar will be. Sam will let you know. I got to get with Ryan after the call and figure out the dates. I'm going to be gone the 28th through the 2nd, so
and
I know Ryan's going to be gone too. So we'll get the dates out to you guys as soon as possible.
It's looking like the week of June 9th, guys. To give you an idea, at worst, the week of June 15th, or the week of June 8th, at worst, the week of June 15th. I think between those 2 weeks, Joe and I have some openings that we can definitely take care of you guys.
Definitely. Let's see. Terry says, is this a good tool for someone who just wants to promote their own stuff versus a full-time marketer who has clients? Rymac, you want to handle that? I'll look for some more.
Yeah, no, I'll say that one more time. You went a little bit choppy on me.
Okay, so Terry says, is this a good tool for someone who just wants to promote their own stuff versus a full-time marketer who has clients?
Oh, yeah, perfect. This is built for the single marketer. Dan, the guy showed you guys, Dan Chuan, all he does is launch jacking, and he goes out to a lot of sites out there. There's dozens and dozens of products from all kinds of markets, from like knitting to freaking survivalist to internet marketing, and he goes out and he finds products, and then he does his review. He uses scale out. He takes over the first page so that all the review, bonus, type keywords, the buyer type keywords, he gets the traffic, and then they buy through his link. And he's a one-man shop as far as I can tell. Maybe he has one employee, but he's pretty much a one-man shop promoting his own products and other people's products purely off camera using scale out and screen shares and the SendWire boosting everything. So definitely.
Let's see. Glenn Parker says he's already bought, but any ideas for videos for local businesses apart from reviews? I always just use review videos. If not, the other thing that I do is essentially a review video. It just talks about the products and services that the business has and why you should work with them versus somebody else in the local area. I mean, that's what I do for lead gen. So, I mean, don't overcomplicate it. Glenn, inside of SendWire is like my bullet points for how I do those videos. There's a script inside of there, inside the help section. Check that out.
Perfect. And don't forget, guys, I also have advanced, well, two things. SendWire. Scale Out was built so that when you run jobs, I've protected you, okay? And you'll see that when you go through the overview and the training. If you don't understand what's going on, you can use the default settings to get jobs going and get stuff up and running, and you protect it from yourself. And as you grow your SEO knowledge with myself and your private Facebook group, you're then able to go back and start manipulating and changing all the features and flexibility inside of ScaleOut I've built in for more advanced users. So you're taken care of with literally 237 minutes of advanced training from what I consider the top three SEOs, or top five, three of the top five SEOs, myself, my friend Derek Pierce, and my other friend Greg Morrison. We're all on those trainings, giving how we do advanced SEO stuff. Again, we sold that for $500 alone, and it comes with scale out today.
Cool, fellows, man. I think that's it. Chat box is dead. So, guys, thank you so much. Do me a favor and give Rymac a big thank you in the chat box, and let him know that you guys appreciate him staying around for shit. We're on almost 3 hours here on the webinar. I hope you guys got a ton of value out of it. Even if you didn't pick up Scale Out, you guys at least have the system. If you guys have the cash flow, guys, just go pick up Scale Out. You're gonna save your guys so much time and so much money. And I look forward to catching up with you guys on the bonus call.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. Thanks for having me. I see everybody in the chat box saying thank you. I appreciate you guys and everybody that's in. See you guys here in a couple of weeks on the bonus call.
See you, fellas. Have an awesome day. Talk soon.
Bye.